Hey, everybody else is ready. So what we'll do is go ahead like it was supposed to be. So we are live with our second session of D&D. Welcome everybody that is joining and all the other streamers that have decided to join with us. We are live with Huff, Eris, Fingar, which he needs to name that one on the bottom, which I can change later. Flex, Dom, Clint, and myself. Fingar's name is Gunrunt. There we go. So what we'll do is before we get started on this session, we'll go ahead and allow for Flex and Gunrut to go ahead and kind of talk about themselves and get everybody kind of used to their character since they are our two new players that are joining us for the duration of this campaign. Since we are waiting on Flex, Gunrut, you can go first.
That's you, Uncle, if you don't know that.
Also, I go based on Felix, last name manager.
Pardon?
Okay. Jesus Lord.
This
That
is
just threw
already
me
off
off.
to a great start.
Yeah.
This is already off to a
I
great
was about
start.
to, I was about to message to say I can't see the map anyways, but that
I know I can't see the map either. I just see nothing but a white screen and just everyone's
That,
name.
that is the map right now.
That
It
is the
is
map
just
right
literally
now.
the
Okay.
white void.
We're
I'm
just
go-
in a white
Thank you.
I'm gonna move everybody over once you guys get into iterations. I have everything
Alright.
ready. So,
All right.
go ahead. Also, thank you for the follow.
TV.
Okay, so you just want to say something about yourself?
Yeah, introduce your character, backstory, and
Okay.
all.
All right. Well, I am Gunrut Ironstep. I mean, shit, forgot my own name.
No, it's Ironfoot now. He got some blood in his foot. Took an arrow to the knee.
Good lord.
I am Gunrut Ironstep. I am an Oath of Vengeance paladin, Minotaur, who um, swore vengeance upon all of demonkind because my herd was attacked by demons.
I know this is already
Um,
great. I am loving.
I know, very original. Who would have guessed?
Like
They
this
killed
is
my
gonna be
mom.
chaos, and I love it.
They killed old Betsy.
Not
As you can
Betsy.
tell. Also, thank you for the follow.
Oh,
Welcome to
Betsy, no!
the D&D campaign. If y'all have any questions, let me know.
This
Um,
is already off to a great start.
but yeah, no. But after lying there and pulling my own blood and looking up and seeing Mama Betsy butchered, I had sworn to take vengeance on all of demons. Uh, and since then, I have been like traveling place to place, trying to just slay demons and help people who have been harmed by demons where I can.
And he swore never to eat an Angus burger ever again.
I don't think I would have eaten one to begin with, Lunar.
Alrighty then. That's a great intro there.
I'm not a
Yeah,
Barely into
cannibal.
stream and we're already talking cannibalism.
Yes. So I am Felix Carlisle. I am a tiefling bard. I am an entertainer. I go to place to place, charge up any money I can, entertain the folks. Hopefully one day find a place of my own. I have tons of fun meeting like amazing new people. Who knows? I might need a trope that I may want to stake around and have a grand old time. Even through the harshest times, as hard as I am, just a bard to entertain and make sure we all keep ourselves alive. It's a pleasure to meet you.
All right.
I can't draw straight.
Everything is going off the rails as I kind of expected it.
It's fine.
I just love to hear just Lunar says she can't draw straight, and then you just hear Fengar laughing in the background.
Because I know what she's laughing at. She's laughing at Mama Betsy.
Oh no! So I'm laughing at the Angus burger that you refuse to eat still.
The Angus burger is probably made for Mama Betsy. I ain't gonna eat that shit.
I swear you two need to calm down. We're still in the middle of a DM session. All right, continue
Meanwhile,
DM.
Eric just slowly eats an Angus burger.
I mean, I might have burgers tonight.
Oh god damn.
I mean, we have tacos, so technically we have some ground beef.
Funnily enough, I had a steak burrito.
See,
This
we
is
have no
great.
beef here. Anyway, manager, have fun.
Well,
Shut up now.
this is already going swimmingly.
Feel free to set the scene.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started with the scene. So we'll go ahead and
Mhm.
get started. Actually,
As we can start with your finger, fix your name.
Shut up. I don't know how to.
all right. So
Do you need help? Do you need
Ooh,
help
we get a back
spelling?
up.
No, I don't know where to change it.
Oh, okay. Go where you see the thing where it shows look like a cogwheel,
Oh, I
and then when
see
you
it.
press on that cogwheel, it says something to its display name. Now you spell out the name of your character and press
I
enter.
see it.
Okay, you got that? Are you sure? I'm proud of you.
Bastard.
all right,
I know what my mom is.
so
All right,
I'm gonna go
Magic,
ahead
let
and get
Magic speak.
started. All right, so
Hee
everybody wakes up the next day after their wonderful sleep. Everybody's well rested. Um, so the party starts to kind of slowly wake up, come downstairs to go ahead and get their breakfast. What they'll see. Why did you decide to dis?
Or ghost.
Apparently.
I was never here to begin with.
Oh, you were. I put you in the corner.
No
Just
one
like
puts
baby
baby
should
in
be
the corner.
put.
No one puts baby in the corner. Not for Mama Betsy.
Exactly.
I
So
mean, she been
everybody.
put down, so you know.
All right, so everybody comes downstairs. So what they'll see is the bar, the tavern slowly looks like it's coming awake. Fires roaring off into the to the distance. You have the bartenders standing behind the bar, kind of moving everything around, getting everything ready for the day. Bartender or the waitress is kind of moving back and forth, trying to get the table set up, ready to go. You have a few patrons sitting at the tables. I only added one, but there's just a few kind of sitting around. You will have a large kind of sack looking chair thing sitting off into the corner. You think it's a living thing there, but you're not like 100% sure. It's trying to be stealthy and obviously failing horribly at it, but it's kind of the dead giveaway with the horn sticking out of the sheets. Again, not 100% sure, but um, you're not sure. Then the next thing that you see is you see like a fiery red tiefling sitting at a table, trying to not pretend like he knows the thing in the corner that's sitting there. Like the whole tavern's just trying to ignore this weird person sitting in the corner. So that's just kind of what you walk into. Uh, Tables are empty, especially the one around the redskin tiefling, and the bar tavern. So you do kind of just get there. Do y'all do anything before I continue?
I'm just there, just eating, just noticing
Hmm.
the guy in the corner.
If I need to delete tokens for y'all to add them to move them, please let me know. I just wanted everybody where they are.
Of course.
What?
Oh.
I can't move my token.
All right, I will go ahead and delete yours so you can add it over.
Thank you.
Let me see. Can I actually move
If you cannot, I'll delete yours.
I cannot.
I can't delete.
All
I
right,
can't
I'm actually just deleting everybody's token. There we go.
Restarted system.
Just
I just
restart
love
it.
that. I just,
How
I just
do
want
I
to
add
see
it back?
Finger just fucking
Drag.
laughing the entire
Remember how I
time.
told you when your name is blue, you drag that sheet to the table on the floor right there, and that's how you get a token. You got it? Go to your character
Mm.
sheet. When you see your character's name, when you see the runt right there actually turn blue, you hold. Yeah, there you go.
They'll never know I'm here.
Okay, so while we're
Yeah.
coming down the stairs, I think I'm going to be, as usual, riding on Dom's shoulder
hmm
and staring intensely at the
Fluff.
shuffling sort of sack with horns coming out of it.
All right.
So as we go down the stairs, my character's actually like, so I learned some new things about these paper bandits. Last night, pauses as I say last night. Last night I got some information from the board. It triggers. I remember what happened.
Eris just goes ahead and stretches a little bit with her arms, making sure her prosthetic one is on correctly as she just sighs happily. Oh, really? Last night, huh?
Yes. And in fact, yes.
Well, what'd you learn?
Well, this is a warlock who specializes in origami. It looks like, well, at least with paper arts, from my understanding. I don't know magic too well. It looks like these paper bandits are known to just attack any kind of wagons over there to just get any kind of gleam of getting something off of it, and they usually summon giant snake hydras. There's about 10 bandits and one warlock in this group, who the warlock seems to be the obvious leader. They're known for also kidnapping, and they're just a pain to deal with. And it's the prize for actually getting the bounty off them head is 20 gold.
So that's not a bad bounty.
It's not. But also dealing with the warlock sounds like a pain.
You're not wrong. However, if it's something plaguing this town,
It will eventually get fixed anyway. The idea of how this kingdom works is that someone will go over here eventually, but they will have to suffer for a bit before help gets done. So we can assist if you feel the gold is good for it, as well as the headache. But eventually they will get help in some format.
That gold does remind me. How much did you drink last night, Eris?
just like maybe 3 or 5 drinks. Nothing too hard.
And
By the way,
how
they did tell
much
me if
was
we
that?
Oh, don't worry. I paid for it out of my own pocket. Don't you worry.
oh, speaking of that, apparently if we somehow beat these bandits and show proof of it, we can actually get our monies back here and actually stay for free in the future.
Well, that would certainly be extremely useful, but I don't picture ourselves coming back for a little while. I just want to help them for helping's sake. Anywho, let's go ahead and grab some breakfast. I am starving and could use, um, maybe not
Sustenance?
a drink.
All right. So while you are talking, Clint goes and sits down, calls over one of the barmaids, asking for a wheat porridge and mug of cheap ale, which is the barmaid will walk over happily, looking over him, and as she hands him the requested items, she'll smile happily and yeah, and say, "Yep, this is on the house as for since y'all stayed the night. Is there anything else I can get you, dear, while I'm here? Anybody else here?"
Nah, I'll share this with my brother. It's all right.
She's gonna look at him, kind of ponder a little bit, and just kind of shrug her shoulders and just look at everybody else at the table.
Eris comes over to sit down as well. You said it's complimentary for staying the night, correct?
Yep, all breakfast is complimentary. You have one meal of your choice and one ale of your choice. After that, you have to pay.
Wonderful. In that case, I'll just take whatever the usual is.
Yes. And he points at the. Clint will point at the board and say, "Your favorite oat bread and curd cheese."
Just smiles and say, "Yes, I'll go ahead and bring you that out. That is a very custom here. A lot of the miners seem to love it.
I'll have hard-boiled eggs.
Scrambled
Mm.
or sunny side up."
Hard-boiled.
Oh yeah, what was I thinking? All right, I'll go ahead and get that. So, anything else from this table?
I think that'd be everything.
Got Huff. Anything, dear?
I'll have all of the above.
Surprise.
Yeah, that's all right. So she'll walk back to the bar to go ahead and get everything ready. Let's see here, Felix. I don't know if I've said that correct. If I didn't,
It's
please let me know.
Felix, yes.
Felix, sorry. So Felix, you see this group come down the stairs and they'll make their way over to the table. You notice that it's a lot of familiar faces to what you were described by Draws when um, you were told to go catch up to them in this town. Um,
Yeah.
do you go and make your way over to them?
Yes.
Alright.
I make my way over.
So you can just click and drag your token over. You can introduce yourself. So everybody at the table, you see this red-skinned tiefling making his way over to your table.
As he makes his way over, Eris is going to lean over a little bit and look at Clint for just a second. Herd
dragon.
cheese, really?
Well, let me dragon.
Yeah, I mean that's what the board says. He points
Uh,
back at it.
Did
I
you
mean, yeah, but I've actually never tried that before.
did
Is
you
it
I'm
good?
sure. I'm sure it's a northerner thing.
I mean,
did you add this token?
no.
He did.
He has to press the select icon, not
Oh,
the ruler
okay.
icon.
Ah, thank you.
There you go.
Oh,
Go ahead. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
This
So
is
you
the
have
one.
to click on your character and then drag it.
Yep, I got it.
Okay.
Is there?
Yeah.
Too close. That's it. Oh goodness, no. What am I doing?
Having issues, I see.
I know. Wrong button. So I'm just introducing myself. So I say hello, everybody. I am Felix Carlisle. It's a pleasure to meet your acquaintance.
Nice to meet you, Felix.
Welcome, Zen. How are you doing?
we help
Welcome
you?
to the
Hello.
campaign. If you have any questions about D&D, please let
As
us
I've been
know.
asked,
We are
I've
doing our
asked to be joined task in your adventures.
second campaign.
Um,
So we're here to
are
kind of
you
do
the
that.
one with
And
the
it's gonna be a
weird
lot of fun. If you have any
thing?
questions, let me know. Not sit back and enjoy the
What you
show.
mean?
I look at the table that you came from. Thing.
You talking about like the food, or were you talking about weird thing?
I'm talking. The Is it a creature? Is it a bag? Is it a
oh no,
mole?
I'm over
Oh,
here.
Okay,
I
I didn't know if
see.
he was sitting at the same table.
No,
My
No,
bad.
I was like
Like
so
I'm doing
confused.
4 things at once right now.
can
All right.
You
try
can
to
go.
like do a spell check and
For a
like
second,
fall
I gotta
over
do this
there?
again. If you could
Um,
say you're talking about Gunrut, yes, I should know who Gunrut is. If anything, I was gonna holler at him, but I see Ken walked over to him.
Wait, what is a gun rut? Is it
It's best
is it
he explains what it is, because you will see what I mean when I call his attention. Gunrut,
is it
I
edible?
assume it's the moving sack.
it's you will see what I mean in a minute. Gunrut, we need you over here.
I was hiding, you son of a bitch. He's just gonna stand up and like damn near nearly 7 foot tall Minotaur is just before Clint.
Hello, tall furry man.
Hello, short hairy man.
And I give him those eyes of like okay, so how manly is your character? Is he like a manly man, or is he like yeah, or is he like yeah, I've seen things.
He's seen his own family butchered before him, so he's
So
seen
he's seen things. Hell yeah. So I'm I believe like our eyes like meet for a second. He just clenches. Yeah, I get it, and puts out his hand and just for like a handshake.
Gunrush is gonna take do return the handshake, and it's just I just imagine it ends up like the one from the original Predator movie. It's just I'm sure
Oh yeah,
yes, the bumped out arm handshake.
yes, yep. It's a forearm handshake. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. You're welcome. Anywhere you go, I'll kill whatever you need.
Why am
Yes.
I picturing a
But-
major Armstrong moment?
So
That's
Gunrut,
pretty much
come
what
to the
happened.
table. I guess your friend over there. His name is Clint. We should get here. Get Gunrut to introduce himself.
Well, I'm genuinely curious. If you were sent for us, then that means, she whispers this next part, you might have the mark as well.
Yep, so out of game, yes. Felix and Gunrut both have been marked, so they are part of this quest as well.
Thank you for letting me know this. I had genuinely no idea.
Yep.
But yes, we have.
I thought some random kid just came by and drew on me. I won't lie.
That's a mark that can only be seen by special means. It's actually not on you.
Yeah.
It's a magic mark that can only be seen with certain magics.
Otherwise, we'd
so
probably
he
get a
can't
lot more
see it either?
questions.
Like, can he not see it either? Over there?
Yeah, you had to be shown it that you had it.
Yep, Draws would have shown each of you if you would have requested to be asked where the mark is. Draws would have shown it to you on your body,
Mm.
and it can
What
only
if
be
I'm-
shown with very high level magic.
What
I
does
believe
the mark?
correctly. And the mark should be on my left arm.
All right. I am curious though. If you've actually seen the mark, what does it look like?
Insert DM description
It's a
here.
yes.
It's
Yes.
just it's just like literally like a black circle on your body. It's nothing too crazy.
No. It's a snake that's glowing up your arm
Oh, yeah.
veins. It's
Yeah, there's
slowly
it.
going. Yeah, I
Yeah,
had
yeah.
the notes.
Yeah, that's what it
I
is.
got you, DM.
Cool. We only talked
No,
about it for
the
like
next
1
part, there
second,
is a
and
whole
no
other
one.
reason why we should be scared about that.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, we only went over it like once, and then that was it. So yeah, no, it's a snake slowly crawling up your everybody's veins. It's moving extraordinarily slow, but it is moving up, and will
It's still
eventually
concerning.
kill everybody on it, once it gets to your heart.
Teehee.
Oh, in
Smile.
that case, it seems like you're not just assassins or people sent to stop us. So yeah, it looks like you are supposed to join us on this quest.
Indeed.
Apologies
Gunra-
for the test.
It's all right.
One can never be too careful, especially with the paper bandits.
Paper
The
bandit?
paper bandits.
It's something that's terrorizing this town, kidnapping, killing. You know, the norm.
Are they demons?
There's a warlock, so there could be a demon involved.
Close
Why don't you
enough, I'm
folks join
in.
us at the table?
Gunrush is gonna like pick up Clint and just walk over there.
Yes. One thing I will say this: Gunrun is very sensitive to demons due to this whole incident. If he does see a demon, please let me know right away, and I shall calm him down.
I'm going to turn to the tiefling. Part of me wants to ask something, but then just holds in the question.
Okay.
You got me
But
on
is
the
there
shoulder,
is,
right?
is there any
Yes.
other questions need to ask me?
Also,
Is there
is
any more-
Dom going to join us at the table at all?
Yeah, this stranger over there by the wall.
Yeah.
But
You
yes,
know-
Gunrun's gonna have to stand because if he sits in the chairs, he's gonna break the chairs.
Well, either way,
Well-
let's all enjoy a nice little breakfast together and get to know each other a bit more.
Or
As
And then
y'all
we'll discuss whether or not we're going to move on from the town or help with its problem.
as y'all walk back out, or as y'all walk back to the table, you'll see the barmaid walking back, starting to put out meals in front of everybody's table, whatever they requested. Huff, you will have boiled egg sitting in front of you. Everybody has their ale and everything. Looks really, really good.
She goes ahead and
Yes.
takes a bite and then just, this is delicious. Oh, it's been too long since I've actually had a nice cooked meal that wasn't on the road.
Yes.
Should probably stay at home more often then.
I can't help it. The priestess life keeps me moving for the most part. What I wouldn't give to be able to settle down at a church for a little while and actually teach some scripture.
Oh, you're one of
going-
those holy types.
Of course.
Hey,
I'm a
K-Bet,
priestess
thanks
of the
for
great
the
primordial fire
sub.
dragon.
Hope you made it back safely.
Very amazing.
By any chance, do you worship the fire dragon or maybe one of the other many gods here in Draw?
I'm a paladin, but the only thing I really care about is slaying demons.
I mean, fair enough.
Yes. I just keep Gunrun out of trouble.
My
I imagine that might be a
condolences.
full-time job.
I'm
My
just a
oath is
bard.
my vengeance.
Yes, I'm just a bard willing to entertain folks, just having a grand time. Perform for everyone's heart desires. If you so like, I shall perform.
Teehee.
Well, in that case, she raises up her glass with her prosthetic arm. I think we should have a toast to the new group and to finishing this quest expediently and swiftly.
And I hope we don't all die as I add to the toast, just casually, and then take my drink.
Additionally, yes, absolutely.
Yes, indeed, I guess.
Gunrush just gonna turn to the barmaid. Can I get a ale in a big cup?
gonna look at him and then look back at the bartender who just nods his head and she'll smile and says, "Yes, yes, we'll go ahead and get you that."
How much gold you got on you? I'm gonna look at the guy as soon as he asks for that. It's like, how much gold do you have on you?
Think.
Moving on.
I'm not
Do you,
paying.
do you not have any gold?
No, I have gold.
Okay.
It's in
Does
my other pockets though.
bartender is
Oh.
gonna walk back with like a bucket that he cleaned out filled with ale and say, "I did say the first drink is on the house, so here you go, but you're not getting a damn more." He's gonna walk back to his bar. So now you have a
I like
bucket of
this
ale.
bartender.
He's just gonna drink the bucket, like cheers the bucket of ale and to start drinking it.
Careful, Gunrun. Don't drink too much. You don't want you to get another junk experience like last time. Another bar broke down because of you.
All right.
Listen,
So
As a bartender, I'm highly insulted hearing that.
So everybody enjoys their meal. Everybody kind of talks. Party kind of gets more along with each other. So
Speaking
now,
of, can I do a
yep.
quick little thing? So, Gunrut, was it?
yes.
Can I shorten that to gun by any chance?
No.
Can I shorten it
Alright.
to runt by chance?
No. You can shorten it to gun.
Jesus,
Bring
my
back the
ass.
runt.
Alright. Well, Gunrut, just a quick question. How good are you at drinking games?
For his size, he should be. If not, then it's kind of sad.
I've never
This
drank at an
sounds
entire
like
game
a
table, and I
bad
really want to try.
I tend to drink quite a lot. It helps with the pain.
Aw,
That's called a problem.
I do it to have
Potato,
fun.
potato. He's just gonna start drinking his bucket.
Yes, just in case the contest Gunrun did go through a lot of harsh experiences.
Hmm.
Well, either way, someday we should have a drinking competition. I would love to see if I can hold more than a minotaur.
All right, let's drink right now then.
We have places.
We
We have
have
places.
we have travel to go
Listen,
on, and I
we
really
had
don't want to be
some
drunk when we're attacked on the road.
Yeah, I feel like since we may or may not be, in fact, going headfirst into bandit territory, I feel like it is not the best idea to do so.
Speaking of, are we going to be helping them at all, or are we going to
Uh,
go ahead and continue on?
do you want 20 gold, or do you want somebody else to deal with the next problem?
Honestly, we could use the funds.
Looks at the new people. Care to get your hands dirty?
I'm
I'm
down.
always winning.
All right.
And then I look over before anyone else says something. I look over to our other two party members who have been quiet. Huff. Clint. Yes. No. Maybe so.
I'm
So
fine,
long as
whatever.
I can nap after.
And plus, since it's a warlock and everything like that, you guys like magic stuff. Maybe you can steal something off them. Well, it's not stealing if they're dead.
Yes.
No,
You
then
never
it's just
need a
trade
bar
property.
distraction? I got you. Entertainment is my game.
I feel like we need less entertainment and more stabbing.
I
Yeah.
got you
I-
covered in the stabbing, man.
That'll make it easy to draw their attention.
Well, sounds like we have a plan so far.
We have a
After the
concept.
deal, what do you say to some scouting?
Fuck
I
that.
mean,
Let's just go in.
I mean, we're supposed to first talk to the mayor about the idea of picking up this. Oh, I forgot. You weren't with me last night. As I pause and think about it, you weren't there with me last night. I went to the board, and the mayor has a lot of information about it, so it's best to go over there and to talk about it, as well as express the interest of actually taking care of this problem.
All right. Well, in that case, let's go ahead and finish up eating and prep for the mayor.
Quick question. Is there anything other than the breakfast that were provided on the table?
Nope, just a breakfast and the ale.
Okay, so
Gunrun,
no loose bread or anything?
Nope.
Darn,
so manager,
Yes.
can
steal
Gunrut
rations.
instead of finishing up his ale, can he by chance use his alchemist tools to pour some of the alcohol into some vials?
You cheapskate.
No, 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 no. Okay, sure. You think that, anyways, but like to basically make like
Molotov cocktails.
essentially Molotov cocktails. Yes.
Would ale be strong
It
enough
should be
for
normal
that, though?
ale.
Yeah,
It's like, and it's back in the day ale, which was like 3 or 4%.
Yeah, I don't
Oh, never
think it's
mind.
yeah. That's
strong
to say,
enough
like it's
for.
it's
Yeah.
it's not gonna be very. I mean, you might
Ah,
make them
poured it.
like smell nice stuff, but like, yeah.
It's the
Eh.
equivalent of like a Bud Light.
If there's a
Yeah, I
fire,
don't-
you could pour it on there. That it might do something.
might put
Might
it
put
out.
it out.
Uh,
I never said
about
it was gonna
Eh,
add to it.
Never
Alright.
mind.
about says, yeah, it's not strong enough. Now you
If it,
can
if it
ask
had
for
had-
stronger stuff, but that'll cost you.
I mean,
Uh,
fair.
You know, your character doesn't know this, but the other people know that I am a brewmaster over here. Teehee. Alcohol is my thing.
Yeah, you might find selling it wherever the wizards are hiding out, too.
Mm-hmm. Betty,
I
who?
mean,
Anyone want?
bandits do love ale, and strong ale at that.
True, we could poison the ale
Or
red.
stronger.
Why
I
would we
do-
do something so blasphemous?
While we're just sort of sitting here randomly talking,
Oh, I wasn't
Uh,
saying that out loud. I was not saying any of that out loud. I was out of character. I wasn't doing the voice or anything. That was
Clint would like to listen for like random like gossip.
Hmm.
All right, go ahead and roll for me.
An 8.
Martha's at it again.
You don't really hear anything that is too big. You hear just random kind of gossip. Some people complaining about the mine. Some people complaining about the work that they do. um,
And these are the ingredients for my broccoli stew.
Yeah. Stuff like that. You don't hear anything that's kind of like juicy or something that would kind of make you really excited.
Pique your
Hmm.
interest, you can say.
Hmm. Alright,
Anyone
before
else
we
wanna
head
do-
out,
Mm.
I'd like to use Druidcraft again. Start off the morning by figuring out what the weather's going to be.
So today is going to be slightly rainy. Not too bad, but kind of enough to make you kind of want to go from building to building.
So a heavy drizzle kind of thing.
Yeah, kind of a heavy drizzle.
Nice.
Okay, so
Just enough
rain.
to piss off
Any
the
wind?
water wizard.
Wind? No, there's no wind. It's kind of still dead.
Good to know.
It is slightly cool. It is still the summer, but it's just slightly cool.
Okay, so commuting in Dom's bag it is.
Yep. It's nice and warm in there and smells like pine.
I like
Well,
pine.
pineapple, I should emphasize, because the cat's in there.
I also like pineapple.
Teehee.
Yep, seems like we're ready to move on.
We're about to do some dumb stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, question: Who's the dapper?
Answer.
Who's the dapper blonde person up here by
That's
the wall?
where?
Up here?
Oh, that's Sis's character.
I didn't move them. My bad. Yeah, that's Dom.
Hmm?
I mean, look at your chat. You see me on your Wingardium
we
I'm
kept telling
Wingardium
you when are you
Leviosa.
gonna come over, and you're like,
Yep,
nah, I'm gonna
we
stay
did.
over
No,
there.
no, I've been over here. I just haven't moved my character. I'm literally doing 4 things while also doing this.
I thought it was Luna. I was picking on her.
No, that's me.
No. My character is the redhead you see right here.
Yeah,
Yep.
we have a red head, a red skin. You know.
Well, while we wait for manager, actually, do we want to go ahead and introduce our characters to our 2 new peeps?
Would the 2 newbies like to hear that?
I would like to
Sure.
hear, what do each of you do in terms of your class and skills? What do you have on you? I'm
Yeah.
interested.
So, who wants to go first?
I can go.
You
It's
volunteer
fine.
yourself? Just kidding.
I'll go first.
Mm.
Clint is a dwarf who is pretty much shirtless. He does have some chain on him, but it mainly covers like his back and sides, as it's held up by these suspenders. that he has on his shoulders. And down the suspenders, he has various blacksmithing tools, and that align like his shoulder and belt, and he has a bandana sort of wrapped around his head, and he seems to every once in a while turn towards a blank area where like no one's there, and he'll just sort of nod and like move his hands just a little bit, and then just go back and interact with the party. But he's a fighter, and as sort of look at his waist a little bit more, he has two hand axes on his hip, and then two great swords sit in the bag on the side. And that's been
Yeah, that's amazing.
Hmm.
What about you, Eris?
So, Eris is a rather. My brain went blank for a moment. Hold on.
No, take your time.
It
um,
happens.
so Eris stands around 5'8", 5'6" or so, and she has long, wavy red hair, emerald green eyes, and it has a rather curvy form. She also, as you may well notice, has a prosthetic arm that goes all the way up to her shoulder. She wears a sleeveless red tunic that's trimmed with gold lace, as well as
Yep.
a dark sash around her waist um, that her top is tucked into, that go down into red pants that are also hemmed with gold, the signifying colors of the priestesses of the fire dragon. She also wears around her neck the holy symbol of the fire dragon, and carries with her normally a quarterstaff that is used for both walking and fighting. She also has today, a cloak over her shoulders because thanks to Huff, she knows it's going to rain.
You're welcome.
Yes. And what about you, little one, Huff?
Oh, you're a. Never mind, sorry, my bad. Go ahead.
So, Huff is a nice little, well, nice is debatable. A 2 foot tall fairy, small insect legs, but unlike standard fairies, she's not very active. She's not very. Her attention span isn't quite that fleeting. She spent an extended period of time stuck in the plane of shadows, because she's horrible at directions. And this kind of left an impact on her, or it left an effect on her. Her skin is unnatural. Well, it's deathly pale. It doesn't tan no matter how long it's in the sunlight. Just pale. Her hair is an ashy brown with very little shine to it, usually kept up in a very messy bun. Her wings have been drained of all color, and she is unnaturally tired. So, one of the things that came with being in the plane of shadow is, besides these affectations, she also got a bit of a connection to the plane of shadow. She is a shadow magic sorcerer. Now, much more calm, much more sleepy. She actually has a fairly decent attention span, which, if you take a small fae and give it an attention span, that just seems a little terrifying. But she is also armed with a couple of daggers in case magic isn't an option, and a very interesting focus in the form of a lower back tattoo. And that's all the detail I'm going to give on that.
Oh, nice. And what about you there, Tom?
So Dom is a 6'8" half orc who wears glasses, very round round, very round in shape, almost like Harry Potter kind of thing. They are always smiling, and their eyes are usually closed. But it's kind of almost off-putting how they just only have one emotion that they show, besides the rare occasion of when they go into rage. But anyway, and it's hard to tell what Dom is. They are both feminine and masculine, and yeah, they look always dapper because they in fact were a butler as well as a bartender, so they are very well mannered. That's about it with them.
Alrighty. I guess it's just introduce myself. Like I said, I am a tiefling bard. I have very good magic skills, and I'm not too bad in a close quarter combat if needed. Weapons are always a rapier sword or daggers as well.
Nice, nice.
And that's mostly it. Like I said, I'm there just to entertain and try to do what I can to try to keep us alive best we can.
Much appreciated.
Always
We're all gonna
And
die.
we'll see how that goes. Gun run.
I am a minotaur, as you may be able to tell.
Damn,
And
really? I couldn't tell.
yeah, Gunrun is just like 6'8" as well, but like with his horns, he actually peaks out to almost 7 feet tall. And on his left arm, there's actually like a sort of like a a burn that goes into like a symbol, which is actually his holy symbol for, or not his whole. It's what he uses to cast
His focus.
his
That
paladin
that
magic.
technically is your holy symbol if you think about it, but yeah, yeah.
Well, he doesn't worship, like, it's not a symbol that represents
Oh,
like
so
any
you
god
you
or anything. His own, like, he's a paladin, but like I said, he's an Oath of Vengeance paladin.
Mhm.
His whole spiel is he just hates demons that much that he swore an oath to kill them, and um so like his own burning hatred for demons is basically what gave him power. um and on his back you'll see a great sword, and he's also got, what else does he have? Actually, let me check this again.
that's a good question.
What else do I have of this guy? No, but I mean, and he's wearing chainmail armor that, like, uh is just like draped over him. um and he and his, like, he's even got some javelins, and he's got a maul at his hip and some javelins in his bag. Let me remove that because I don't
He's
have a
a
great
walking
axe.
armory.
And he's also got like a alchemist supplies that that's like kind of showing in his bag, though it definitely doesn't look like it's used for like any scientific stuff. It's more so just um like he's been used it to like craft like poisons or
He's a
fire,
hobbyist.
yeah,
Gotcha.
mountain, well, yeah, like cocktails, like anything that could do harm basically is what he cares. um and then under his chainmail, he's just got like some clothes, like some just like commoner's clothes on underneath it. um though like definitely like very crude and um like not like custom like made stuff. It's just like they had to adjust it for someone of his size.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
You call
And
your
then he's
character
also
fat?
got horns. Yes. No, I'm not calling him fat. He's definitely got like a very like muscular build.
Not fat, it's
Um,
just poofy.
it's not fat. It's just hair.
I'm not fat. I'm just fluffy.
It's not fat. I'm scruffy.
No, he's grumpy. There's a difference.
Is that everybody?
Yeah.
That
Yes,
is everybody.
I would have a question. One last thing. So how long is the journey you guys were gonna be? Feel like we're gonna be tasked ahead. Are we going to like a
Until
specific area location or twice?
well, there's no really plan on it. All we have to plan to is survive it.
Oh, okay. We
You
have,
want
do
to
you
walk
want
through?
to?
Sorry, go ahead. Finish up.
Just gonna ask, just like do you have any clues, ideas of what we may have to go, or what journey we have to go, or how far,
Uh,
or not
yes,
yet?
we have a clue. It's very far. Probably going to be in territory that's not going to be very friendly towards us, and lots of pain and death and suffering on the way.
All
And
right.
paper.
Don't worry too much. I've actually been to the other kingdom that we're going to, the Elvish one.
Hmm.
Uh, they may have some quirks, but for the most part, they're pretty alright.
Hmm.
Of course, that's my experience as a priestess. I'm not sure how they'll react to the rest of you, but at the very least, we'll have a half decent time.
All right,
Hmm.
so you are rolling for survival to see how long it's going to take you to get up north.
Just an estimate.
So you know that if you were to travel kind of nonstop, town to town to town, stay a night at specific checkpoints, it'd take you about 3, maybe 4 weeks of constant travel at a not a just a below a brisk. So not stopping whatsoever and just kind of constantly moving. Hello, welcome for the follow. Um, but
All right.
that's but that's kind of what you're anticipating. So again, roughly around 3 weeks if you do not stop. Um, However, judging by how Draw specifically stated that with the tattoo on body and how big this quest is, you all know that you have time. It's not like you need to get there like within a month or else you're all
You have
going to die.
24 hours to
Yeah,
live.
I mean you know it's not. It's more or less of you need to make your way up north. It takes you a while. It takes you a while. That's fine.
All
Is
right.
kind of what you were kind of been told.
All right. And I know you said we're gonna be going to the mayor. Are we gonna be expecting? Will they be
No,
expecting
we're
us, or we have to go announce our presence?
more like we're gonna be yeehaw our way in there, kind of thing.
I would probably go ahead and go to the town hall and try to ask the secretary. While you guys go ahead and visit the mayor, though, I'm going to drop by the temple and see if any miners need any healing. That way, we can at least go ahead and get some more help for this town, regardless of what we choose.
Hmm.
All right. So as the party starts to leave the town,
Well, the tavern.
oh yeah, well
Tavern.
the tavern is going to be here. So you know that the stables are here. You came in this way. Actually, crap, never mind. I've been thinking about it. Here.
Take your time. Take your time.
So the tavern is here. Stables is here. Actually, I'm there. Tavern's here where you got. The stables are here. You all guys came in to the north. Uh, Citadel is here. Large, kind of large little fort. There
What is the
is right
citadel?
there. So the Citadel is you can kind of see it when you walk out of the tavern and you kind of get right here. You'll see when you look through the two buildings a small little towers with a wall surrounding a much larger kind of stronghold that sits in the middle of the wall. You know that the barracks are there. You obviously the Dracardian flags are all around it. This
Hmm.
citadel is um, really the way it's postured. It's facing exactly where the mountain. So you you kind of know that if the mountain was to fall, the Elvish kingdom, this citadel would be the next line of defense. So the back of the citadel that's facing the mountain is really buffed up and like ready to go. And the gates look like they're very, very sturdy. You don't know how many soldiers are in the citadel, but it does look like it is ready for a siege if a siege is needed.
All right.
Yep.
and
So,
the town obviously at this point in time is very bustling. The unique thing about this town is you see multiple different races. You'll see a lot of humans. Like the bulk of the majority are humans. The next bulk is going to be wood elves, which I have the name. Ha! Because I actually got it this time. I lost it. Now I got it again. Um,
Okay.
the wides. Jeez, I name them and I can't even pronounce the name. Widzu, Widuz, which is the Widzu elves, or commonly, or the human, human slang word, I guess, be the correct term, which is wood elves. Since again they live all majority in wood based houses as well as in the forest. So you will see most of them are coming out of like buildings that are entirely made out of wood and stone. There's no metal in this building whatsoever. Almost looking as if it was kind of like a tree-like building. But they're very very rare. There's only two of them in the entire town. Most of the wood elves you kind of expect to live on the outskirts of the town in the forest areas. Um, but they're moving around. You'll see uh, again a few other races, but you don't really know their name because again they're like very very rare. But majority of them are the humans, and second majority is the wood elves.
And I'm guessing no fairies.
Nope, no fairies here. There's only one minotaur in the city. There's only one tiefling in the city. Um, and there's only one half orc
Hmm.
in the city.
Hmm.
So
So yeah, can I keep the
uh,
wings tucked in the cloak just to keep eyes down?
Now,
yes.
question for the
Low
DM on this
profile.
one: Is this like a bustling kind of town? Like it's kind of busy, or
So
is it kind of like
this
a more like
is
in the
well,
boons, the sticks kind of
no,
thing?
no, no. This is a bustling town. It's a heavy trade and mining town. So you notice
Okay.
that the mountains are kind of right behind the mountain. So as you literally leave north of the town, the mountains are
Mhm.
right there. Um, the center of trade is going to be right, kind of right in here, right
So
in
kind of
front
like
of
the
the
merchant
citadel.
area, you
Yeah,
could say.
yep. That is where a lot of the merchants, and that's where a lot of the tents are kind of set up in this area.
Mhm.
So
Um,
sort of a market square.
yep.
All
That's
right.
where a majority of the bustling town is. So a lot of the you know that this is a trading town because again it's the last town you get until you get to the Elvish town on the opposite side of the mountains. So a lot of trade between the Elvish kingdom and the Dracardian kingdom is done in this town.
All
Um,
right.
oh, city. It's about 3,000, so theoretically it's a city in this day and age. Um,
All right. One last question that I will have for everybody. In terms of funds, are we still okay in terms of funds for everyone, or no?
I haven't spent anything.
Yeah, we're good on money right now.
for the
Okay,
most
money.
part, yeah.
If needed,
Um,
I could always entertain to get folks to see if they win it.
Okay,
I'm actually
are
going to be donating my time at the temple while you guys are with the mayor. If
Of
anyone
course.
wants to come with me, they're free. They're free and able.
I
Gun,
just like to point out sometimes it's very hard to tell when Lucy is speaking in character or out of character.
Gunrush is gonna also go with Eris to the temple. 'Cause-
Thank you
Everyone's gonna be going to the
for your
temple.
volunteering.
I'm not going to the table.
No, most of you guys should probably go to the mayor. I just want to go ahead and put in my community service.
Of course. Be safe on your trip.
You as well.
Actually, okay, while they go off to see the mayor, I think I'm actually going to do similar to what Clint tried to do at breakfast. I'm going to go off to the marketplace. If it's okay, would I be able to cast invisibility on myself?
yes, you should be able to.
I
All right. I'm going to just wander around the market while they're off at the citadel and seeing the mayor and try to pick up any information I can overhear.
Hmm.
Right. Clint, you were saying something.
uh as we're walking out, he just sees his friend go invisible in the middle of the street, and then immediately looks around to see if anyone noticed that.
Well, they were originally inside my bag, weren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Oh,
they were in my bag when they did that.
Okay.
yeah, it was about the roll to see if anybody found you.
And of course, I should probably before going invisible. Dom, I'm
Yes.
just gonna head off for a little bit. I'll meet up with you once you're all done seeing the mayor.
If you can't find us at the mayor's place or the tavern, please do wait for us at the cart.
Will do. And
All right.
then I'll just slip out of the bag, invisible.
All right. So just a head count because I need who's going to the mayor and who's doing their own thing.
Clint is not a negotiator. He's gonna start prepping the cart because that's gonna take a bit.
Alrighty, so we'll go down for the top. Everybody that is going to the mayor, let me know.
This is me and Dom.
Yep.
You all can drag your tokens where you particularly want to go. That will kind of help me know where everybody's at. We'll kind of start from the tavern, but that'll just help me know where everybody's going.
So who is
We-
this the temple to, by the way?
I will
Is
get to
it
that when I
gonna
get
run
to it.
all the way far from the
Alright.
No, no. Like I will get there when I get there because I need to think about which temple this is going to probably.
Okay.
Alrighty, so we'll go ahead and get
Hold on,
started.
I need
Oh,
to move.
Let's confuse the
Once it'll
DM
let
even more.
me drag
it's not more
on.
of the confused. It's more of I have
What?
a one-track mind, so I'm going to stay focused. So I don't want to be rude, but I will stay focused, or
Mhm.
else I will lose everything.
Okay,
You're
Speaking
fine.
quick
of,
question. Is my token already on the map?
Uh,
No.
No.
Okay, because I can't seem to pull it on.
Oh, here,
Oh,
let me help.
there we go. There we go.
so I found
You were
you
so
have to
invisible
like
that you kind of were invisible in real life.
you have to kind of make sure you drag the name if you as Dom said if it once it turns blue you could drag it because if you try the drag your like icon it doesn't work.
Yeah,
It has annoyed the crap out of me.
because now it is not moving on the map.
Speaking of, manager, would you like some birthday cake?
Oh, that's why.
Yes please NT.
Okay.
Oh yes, happy
Also,
birthday,
happy
manager.
birthday, manager.
Thank you.
I know.
Happy birthday,
I jammed that yesterday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, you old
Happy
fuck.
birthday.
I know.
Just kidding.
Really old. 32. Ugh.
Ancient.
I
Oh
know.
man!
And now I feel old.
Bias.
103, man. I could nap like 103. I think that's positive. Anyways, so we'll go ahead and get started. So, as Dom and
Felix.
Felix, okay, I thought I knew I was going to say that right, but I second guessed myself. Okay, so as Dom and Felix leave the tavern, you all will start to walk up north towards the tavern. I will say this: you will see a lot of Jacardian citizens, and so for those who do not know, Jacardian citizen is a human or is a individual that has blue tattoos going around their body in various tribal ways. It's not all
Mhm.
consistent. A lot of them are just completely at random. Since this is a Jacardian city as well as a Jacardian citadel, you will see the bulk of Jacardians around. The elves that you do not see um, are probably from the Elvish Kingdom up north, which I have the aha lost it. Anyways, Vakris. So it's the Elvish Kingdom of Vakris, which is just up north. That owns majority, if not all, of the northern territory, just past the mountain. A lot of the wood elves are a lot of the traders from this area, so you'll see them kind of just sticking around the market area and some of the areas around there. Most of them will obviously sleep in the woods as they do not feel comfortable in this town. Once you get to the Elvish capital, if you do stop there, you'll see why. I don't want to ruin that surprise because it's being drawn and I can actually show it. Ah,
Hee nice.
I know I'm so happy. I
All
just
right.
got a picture of what it's going to look like. I'm so happy. Anyways,
Nice.
so as y'all are walking, you will kind of walk past or just on the outskirts of the marketplace. It is bustling. You'll hear vendors and merchants kind of going back and forth on a lot of the Dracardian materials as well as a lot of the Elvish materials from the kingdom. Um, you actually feel pretty safe here. Like you don't have to worry about pickpocketers or anything. You notice that there are Dracardian soldiers that are kind of like scattered across the market and the town. Um, and they are like very very watchful of everybody. Like no
Hmm.
one wants to do anything because these many soldiers are kind of just there and uh
They will wreck you
they
if you try to do
will like
something.
they will because a lot of these are battle hardened soldiers. They are just this is about 5 or 6 this is about 5 years after the Dracardian Bacchus War of the Dracardian Independence. A lot of these soldiers
Okay.
are still experienced and they are on guard. So you see like again majority of the stealing and everything is completely taken care of. So as y'all walk past, um, you will walk up to the town hall, which is right above it is the mayor's which is the mayor's kind of residence. He lives just right above the town hall. The town hall doors are open. Um, both walk up the stairs into the town hall. You see individuals kind of moving back and forth. You'll see a Dracardian soldier like right off to the side, standing at attention. Um, this Dracardian soldier looks like they are decked out in almost blackish armor. You don't know what type of armor this is, but it looks brand new and it looks very very strong. Um,
Hmm.
so as you both walk up to it, you'll see the desk, and then you'll see a second.
Receptionist.
Well, it's receptionist, but I gotta get the name. Yep. All right. You'll see a rule, which is a dark elf sitting behind the desk, and she looks like she is just kind of working on paperwork, and kind of enjoying her work. So it looks like she's just kind of there, kind of in the moment, drawing, writing, working on like a kind of a good stack of paperwork. She does not notice you two at all as she's just kind of like focusing on her work. And as you get closer, you'll see as she writes, there are three pens also writing on other paperwork. So she is like working on three different papers at once, kind of signing and writing in specific things. So what do y'all do?
Dom seems to get more familiar in this town.
I got in here just yesterday. Thank you for having such confidence in me. Anyway, I walk up to the person. Excuse me.
She will slowly kind of put down the pens. All the pens slowly kind of lay down on the table as she puts her hands together, or puts it on her desk in front of her, and looks up with a smile and says, "Yes. What can I do for you?"
We're here to gather some information. I read the board last night, but I heard that we can gather more information from the mayor or at least somebody within this facility about the paper bandits that has been somewhat of an issue here.
Oh, so the paper bets. Oh, you want to get rid of that? Good, good. Good.
Yeah,
Yeah, the mayor will be the one who need to speak to, as he does the majority of the that specific job. If you would like, I can go ahead and get a meeting set up for you two. Um, if you would just give me 1 second, I will be right back. And so she will stand up, kind of bow a little bit, and walk upstairs. There's a stairway right next to the kind of right next to her desk.
mm,
As she walks up, she'll go and knock on the door. You don't really hear any conversations, but you know she's kind of talking back to the mayor or talking to the mayor a little bit, and then she will, after about 5 or 6 minutes, she'll walk back down, smile, and says he will see you now. There will be a um, maid at the top that will take you to him.
noted. And I just look over to Felix, like, ready?
All set.
All right.
Thank you, dear lady. I
We
sent to
just
the. But
Then I take a time. No, you go.
No,
Mhm.
no, just saying thank you to the lady as well.
Mhm.
As we make our way up there.
Yeah. I just like I wait for him to be formal as I nod to her, and I will go up my merry way to find this maid.
Such light security.
I don't think a light
Yeah, yeah,
security was.
yeah.
I don't think it was light
Manager,
security.
that's it. I think it's funny. Do
Ah.
you not?
Oh yeah, I do. Light security. Did you hear what I
Did-
specifically said?
Yeah,
That's
that's what I say.
right
I
there.
don't think that's light security. He described a
Yeah.
rather scary, spooky. You have pretty armor that I probably don't want to punch.
I also kind of remember what you told us about dark elves in the last session.
Teehee.
Yeah, that as a receptionist is interesting.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna make any kind of facial motions because my character doesn't know how to do that. But at the same time, I'm thinking like, I remember seeing something like this last night. It triggered.
Yeah.
Get stabbed with every other pen unless he's still writing.
My character's not even gonna see if she makes a reaction seeing her or not because my character's like, I pretend I saw nothing. We're gonna pretend we saw nothing. I'm gonna keep living my
I
life.
I totally have a side story for you already set up because I enjoyed that so much.
I'm gonna hate it because my character wants to go on walks. You better not do this to me, sir. I
Then you'll
wanna
just
go.
soon you'll
Don't
be as afraid
worry.
of the
So-
dark as Eris
I-
is.
You all need to be careful in what you do because if I enjoy it so much, it will become a trend, and I will happily enjoy it.
I had dark
I
vision.
know
I can be
you-
able to see in the dark, but at the same time, I can help Lunar if in the pinch.
No,
It's
that's the
not.
problem.
Oh, go ahead.
It's the problem because like my character, the way I made my character is that they actually like going on walks before they go to bed, and we did that one thing, and I'm like, I know how you work, manager. Please, I don't want a heart attack every time I go out too. Like I try not to do an a la carte here. I'm not trying to be like I'm gonna go for a walk. I don't want to do this.
Oh yeah, because as I stated
I'm going
in
for a
one
walk.
campaign, I will play it to where there are things much more powerful than
Mhm.
you all that are actively moving around.
Hmm.
So if a level 20 assassin were to get near you, you will probably either die or immediately get incapacitated before your character even knows what happened because it's a level 20 assassin. So
And this is
Just
why I already
keep
have
that in
backup
mind.
characters.
yeah. So just keep that in mind. I'm not actively killing your characters, but this world is
It's the consequences of my actions, you know.
yeah.
I almost fell out.
Stupidity will get us killed.
Oh yeah. So anyways, as you two happily walk up the stairs towards the door, the doors are open. It's two large oak doors. Currently they are open as a maid is standing kind of off to the side. And she bows her head a little bit as you walk by and smiles and says, "If you follow me, what would you two like? We have various types of teas and only teas. Do not have ale in this building."
IT.
I guess I will ask, what kind of teas do you have?
She'll say we have cinnamon, we have just regular old tea, we have black tea, we have uh,
Earl Grey.
uh, yeah, we have quite about 5 or 6 different kind.
Pick a damn tea.
Yeah, pick which tea you want. And I can see if I have it. I don't know tea, damn it.
I'll say green tea then if she has something like that.
She smiles and says, "Yes, we do have green tea, as well as black tea. And what would you like to have?" And she looks at Dom. And I swear to God, if you make me say tea,
The way Uncle just worded that just tickled me.
Listen, I'm the intrusive voice that was in the manager's head that wanted to come out.
Of course you were. I'm gonna
Right, Tom, what tea would you like?
I'm gonna look at the receptionist and like, if you have any peach black tea, I would gladly have some of that.
oh yes, we do have that as well. So she will walk you in. This is what I was kind of creating off the side.
A lot of tea hee hee ha ha's.
Oh, this. I'm quite happy with this.
Bum bum.
So ignore this area.
Uh-huh.
Is he
This
gonna be
is
over here?
you
Wait.
all will be right
Is it where the
here.
couches are right here? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, you all will enter right here. Just ignore this area. I don't have premium and I don't have the money to buy premium, so I just had to kind
No,
of
you're
throw this
fine.
together.
I saw couches here, so I was like, are we sitting here or are we
No.
We're gonna
sitting
go ahead
here?
and
So-
tip our lovely and wonderful manager on his
She
birthday.
will-
So that way he can afford roll 20 premium.
Yep. So she will walk you two into this room right here. Then you will see a kind of an older, gray-haired male. Again, Dracardian tattoos up his arm, as majority of the rest of him is clothed up. So you kind of see it on his arms. Um, he looks like he has seen a lot of combat in his days, and he doesn't look tired, but he looks like he's very well versed in combat as well as the politics. He smiles at the both of you and says, "Oh yes, good evening. See you two wanted to meet with us about the paper.
Bandits.
No, they're not the paper bandits. It's the paper cuts crew. I don't know why there's a paper bandit gang around there or who started that rumor, but it's not. It's the paper cuts crew. Or maybe they started that name to throw us off. I really don't. Yes, but anyway, so do we have well, we have them, and yes, that would be nice if you can kind of get rid of them for us. I think it is 20 gold to go ahead and wipe that out. We would do that, but they don't want to move soldiers from the Citadel as the
A bit of a hassle and low on man, I presume.
low on manpower, and because of the Vakras up north is doing military drills for the next month, we are on high alert because the last time they did this, the last time they tried to do this, they let's just say there was a small skirmish, and this time we beat them back. So we don't want to take a precaution. So right now, that annoying gang knows that we are under distress, and they are happily taking advantage of that. It'll
I
probably
see.
be about a month before we happily wipe them out and then hang them from their insides for all the rest of the town to see. But
Oink.
until then, they'll be running amok unless you wipe them out for us. And how you decide to kill them, I do not mind.
It's for it's for our discretion kind of thing. But right now we're actually curious about getting more information, if there is further information that was compared to what was on the board, because apparently the name is wrong and on there. So there might be some other information that we can get from you.
Yeah, so they have it's one wizard that we or warlock that we know of that is mastery in paper magic, and what they do is they have a base in the mountains or in the cave up north a little bit, and they'll go down south, attack the camp there for about a day or two, attack merchants, and then they'll get back into their stupid horses and ride back up into their little cave up north, and that's where they'll remain. It's probably east of the village, and you'll just if you keep traveling along the mountain range, you'll probably come across a cave where they just set up shop. I want to say it's a warlock, probably or 20 bandits. They all gathered up. It's they're not Jacardian. Anybody who
Oh, we've
oh good.
Oh, 20 bandits. That's a little bit more than that definitely says on the list. That's double the amount.
It is
Yeah,
20
perfect.
bandits more than likely, or they're a bunch of bandits as paper throwing our numbers off. I don't know.
That,
This
that's
is
fair.
this is why I don't want to send in my city guards because my city
Right.
guards are not trained for this. They're trained for brawls and trained for counter assassinations and counter espionage,
Okay.
not wiping out bandits, especially one who has paper magic.
Hmm.
Question is, well, are these very strong spearmen? Like they have heavy armor? They got like some sort of garrison weapon we don't know about? And your
As
scouts
far
got
as
any idea?
strength goes, no, they're probably not that strong, to be honest with you. If you
Hmm.
are a greenhorn adventurer or a silver adventurer, you more than likely will be able to wipe them out. However, judging by your crew, I'm assuming there's more of you, you'd probably be able to wipe them out. I would just stock up on potions if I was you too. Good to go. I
All
would
right.
do that, but I am since retired, and I plan on staying retired this time.
And out of curiosity, could we maybe, by chance, if it's possible, maybe get a map where you can mark off the spot, or at least a general idea about where their base could be at?
Yes, I'll get you a map. Are you staying at the tavern, or are you have your um, wagon at the station? You have a
We have a
wagon
wagon
at
at this. We
okay.
have a wagon at the
All
station.
right. Yeah, I'll have my assistant run out the map to you when I make it, cause I'll see if I can get along with my scouts and we'll can kind of pinpoint the location for you.
And
Anything
another
helps and makes it easier for a means of attack.
Now, if I was you two, I would probably go down south, camp around the south, which I'll put on a map for you, and
Mm.
get a good old ambush on the wizard, and then I would go up north and wipe out the rest of them. But you know what? I'll let you young adventurers do as you want. This old dog is
Pointers are
tired.
pointers never hurt the young.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I'll have that delivered to you by the end of the day. Probably in an hour or next. I'll have it gone to the station and given to the fella down there. He'll give it to the rest of y'all, and y'all be good to go. And then once you
Alright.
bring back proof that the warlock is dead, pay you 20 gold.
Alright.
And how would you like that proof, sir? Near? Head?
Oh, I'd love his head. I want to put it on a
All
stake
right.
outside the citadel.
Got you.
Noted.
Come back
Oh.
there. Is it only the wizards? Any of the paper bandits we have to worry about? Any?
I just want the paper. I just want the wizard's warlock's head. Rest of them
Okay.
you can do as you wish. Killing would be nice, but wanna let him go for it. But I want the warlock's head.
All right. Thank you. Just want to make sure to confirm that for you, sir. Now, a little other final note. Do your merchants actually sell potions, or do you have any on hand potions that might use right away?
Oh, and all my
Put on
potions
our
are at the
carriage.
citadel, but you could go down to the merchant area and buy them. They're not that expensive.
Got you.
I appreciate it very much.
I'm gonna
We should
look
take
around.
care of this right away.
Any other questions, or are you good at the moment?
Nope. Seems like we've certain. We got a map. We need where we should get potions. Is it in the citadel? You have your own, you say blacksmith or anybody else there too? They all are
Uh,
down there.
Citadel's where all the Dracardian soldiers are, so all of our potions kind of stay there and for them to use. So I don't really have. I could get access to it, but we just keep all of our important stuff there. I keep one on hand. I don't really want to give it to y'all. I kind of keep it
Understandable.
in case anything were to break on me. That way I can get back to work. But
No
no,
worries.
we have military potions, but I can't give those to you. That, however, if you go down to the alchemist and tell him I sent you, and you're getting rid of the bandit, I'm pretty sure he'll give you a discount. All the merchants here are getting angry at him, and they're causing me issues. I'm pretty sure they'll give you a discount. Tell him you
Alright.
were killing him and you spoke to me.
All right.
And is there any other request besides getting the wizard or warlock's head?
No, that's just it. Once you wipe them out, then peace will finally be reunited here, and everybody will be back to being happy, and I will leave me alone.
All right.
Alright.
Appreciate it.
Is going to look at the attendant who just walked in with tea. If you want your cup of tea, you can have it and hang out, relax here a little bit. If you stay about an hour, I'll have you the map, or you can head off. It's whichever you prefer.
I think I'll stay the hour and enjoy this good brewed tea.
Of course.
Run out, just ask her, and she'll give you some more. I will be leaving to go to my office, which is on the other side. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I will get back to you.
Alright.
Okay.
My
Thank you very much.
character's gonna sit there, but they are gonna dig in their hair, and then your character is gonna see them put a very tiny little feline cat that looks like it has the feel of a texture of a pineapple, and they're just gonna start like
By the way,
cleaning up the
thank you for
desk
the
because
follow. Sorry, I was
that's just
trying to
what
make
like
sure I stay in
Pine likes to
character.
do.
Hope you
I'm
have an
gonna
amazing
enjoy my
time. Hope
tea.
you enjoy the
You
stream.
say you're more of a clean
Thank you.
freak in a sense.
No, the cat itself is just cleaning because it's a magical
Oh.
item. It was built to do that. So it's like table must clean.
Okay. 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 Just
Yeah.
know.
So
I
it's
mean,
basically a feline Roomba.
Yeah, it also
yeah.
makes my drinks and it helps keeps my bar clean when I was a bartender.
Ah, you know what? I ain't gonna lie. That sounds pretty amazing.
Yeah.
But
So
I love it.
yeah, so it's just there doing its thing, meowing as it just like almost like yeah 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 and then keeps going.
All right, so I do not have a temple created because I did not know if I was going to go to the temple or split the party, which is fine. I will make a few of them next time.
Expect the unexpected from Spanish
Apparently. So the two of you, so we'll kind of rewind a little bit. Gunter and Gunrut.
Gunrut.
Gunrut and Eris will
Gunter.
have. I know. I was just thinking of
Gunrut?
Gunter. What is Gunter from? That sounds so familiar.
Luther?
I used to
Gunrun?
call him Gunther.
Thumper?
Hunter is an actual name,
Yeah,
so
Gunter is an
Yeah.
actual name of something, and
I
now I
know, but
can't
his
think
name is
of it.
Gunrut.
That's funny.
You act like I'm not good with names.
I know. I just
Same.
thought you kept calling me Flex the entire time. Yeah, Flex. Flex.
You're flexing right now. What?
Okay, but back on hand. I don't want to distract manager.
Oh no, I was like, it's not Flex. Is it Flex?
It's Felix.
Felix,
Oh
like the
god.
cat.
Oh god,
Yes.
I got it stuck in my head. Now it's gonna be
Mine is
impossible to
Felix.
freaking change. All right,
I mean,
Felix.
you're fine. You're fine. I won't be mad about it either way.
Felix.
No, no, no.
Felix.
Think of Felix the cat like the gum, you know? That
That's
you're
what I'm trying
thinking.
to make sure, because heaven forbid if I have a name in my head, that's what I'm gonna call you from ever, and it annoys me. Anyways, so
Is that why dumbass was stuck on your head when you saw me? Man,
yeah, pretty much.
insulted.
Anyways, so Eris and Gunrut will have left the tavern. Um, Again, you will follow with the party. Everybody kind of gets to about right here, and the two of them will kind of move more east, while you two will kind of move almost through the marketplace. Um, as you see, once y'all start walking kind of into the marketplace, there are rows and rows of wooden carts set up. Everybody selling everything from produce to jewelry to various clothing. Some are selling armor. Um, right here is a blacksmith area. They have their stand kind of out as well, selling like um, hoes, pitchforks, kind of farm equipment. They're selling nails, various stuff like that.
as
Um,
they pass through the marketplace, she's actually going to go ahead and make a comment, just to herself almost, just being like, ah, in all honesty, this takes me back. I miss being a merchant.
Question: while I'm speaking about the market, do I overhear that?
oh, hear
Yes,
them
I mean,
talk? Yeah.
probably. She's not
I'm
trying to be too quiet.
seeing as I'm currently invisible, sort of flitting about.
Yeah, you hear it.
Hmm.
Sorry, I'm eating
Oh,
cake as well.
you used to be a merchant?
Oh, a little while ago, yeah. In all honesty, it was a lot of fun being able to go ahead and travel and sell my wares and everything. Oh my, how time has flown. I used to sell fish for the most part. Grew up in a fishing village. Large lake that you couldn't even see the other side of. Used to go out on the boat a lot with my father, and we used to catch the biggest fish you could ever see. And then we'd sell them at the market.
That's fair. So I gotta ask, that arm of yours,
Ah, yeah. She goes ahead and holds it for just a moment with her other hand. It was a bit of an accident. Uh, that's yeah. You
oh,
can see on her face she's a bit reluctant to talk about it, and then suddenly she just brightens up a little bit as she sees one of the stalls and quickly runs over.
he's
Oh
just
my
gonna
gosh, that's such a really cool bracelet.
Oh man, I was eating cake.
he's just gonna follow her. He's like, oh, and here I thought your grandmother was like a warforged or something.
oh,
Oh, nothing so interesting.
Oh.
oh, I see where the intelligence come and play in here now. I feel it.
So, by the way, I will say I do apologize. I did not give the name of the mayor like I was supposed to. I do apologize. I got
No, no, no. He's a busy
sidetracked.
man. He was sidetracked, just like you.
Yeah,
Fine.
I was completely sidetracked. So his name is Richard Von Talos. I forgot to announce that. But anyways, back to these two. So you kind of run over to a stand that's selling bracelets, kind of like fine jewelry. You have everything from gold to pretty much fake gold, but much cheaper. But it still kind of has that same um, look to it of real gold. Obviously, it's fake, but it still looks really nice. Lady behind it smiles and says, "Oh, you like the bracelet? Yes, I craft those myself."
Wonderful. By any chance, do you have any that have like a light effect?
That kind of like brightens.
Yeah, it gives out a bit of light, maybe. I
Oh,
do
we
love the shiny things.
we do have one, so she's gonna turn and kind of open up a box and kind of brings it to you. It absorbs sun throughout the day, and at night it brightens. It kind of really glows.
Solar power? Hell
Hmm.
yeah.
And how much would something like that be?
This comes all the way from the Dwarvish area, so it does cost a gold. I do apologize. I wish I could sell it for cheaper, but
Hmm.
it comes from the dwarven mines. This gemstone is
Oh, in
it's
that case,
quite
it has to
rare.
be really bright.
Oh,
You said-
it's pretty bright. I mean, you you'll be able to kind of somewhat see where you're walking. It won't won't shine the whole area where, but it will kind of brighten the area, and everybody will be able to see where you are. I'll just say that.
Well, in that case, I think it is more than well worth it. She'll go ahead and actually pay a gold.
You'll happily take it and hand the box to you. It comes in a little box, and it's a little bracelet.
Comes in a little glass vial.
All right, and then can I get the item description so I can put it into
Yep.
the
So it is a bracelet. Sits around your wrist. If you look at my screen right fast, I can kind of show it to you. So it sits around the wrist, the top of the bracelet. So between my thumb and my middle finger, will be a bright, clear glass crystal. Um, it looks really, really beautiful and almost see-through. Uh, and you Yeah. So if you want, no, you don't have any spells, so never mind. Yeah. So that's what it kind of looks like. It has beautiful green-looking rocks that are very, very smooth that go around the actual band of the wristband.
Oh, nice. All right, and then for game mechanics, how much light does it shed?
So this is like so out of game. So this will generate about one radius of dim light. What makes this very unique is it's kind of like if you took a glow in the dark ball and threw it like out the window. Um, you would see
And
the
that's what I'm
ball.
wondering about that.
Yeah, you'll be able to see it for a good mile.
Dwarven glow in the dark paint.
Yeah, the dwarves are known for crafting various stuff. A lot of them will use this style gem when they're in the mines and it is completely dark.
Most Holden joke.
All right. And then is there a limit to how many times it can be used, or is it basically like using a light cantrip?
It's kind of a light cantrip. If you have it on throughout the day, it'll last for about an hour or two at night.
Okie dokie.
Hmm.
Also, hello, Cross. Hope you're having a wonderful, fantastic day. Playing music because I'm anyone else like this stream, and also be sure to wish and manage your happy birthday.
So, do you two leave from the stall and head back to the temple?
Yeah.
as they head to the temple, she's gonna continue talking a little bit because um, you seemed really Gunrut seemed really interested about the arm. So I will say that it was made with a combination of a dwarvish friend's help as well as a gnome friend's help. So Dulik and Durin were very happy to be able to make something so intricate.
Oh, that's fair. Um, how long have you had it?
Uh, for roughly about 2 to 3 years now. I've pretty much gotten used to it at this point.
That's fair. I imagine um I imagine it probably would be that it would take a little bit of time to get used to. But I mean around that same time was when my herd got you know killed. So I mean starting to get over that now in terms of um you know, I sorry for your loss on your arm.
No, no worries. And I'm sorry for your loss as well, friend.
Ah, no, it's okay. Mama Betsy was getting old up there in age.
Even so, it probably doesn't make it any easier. If you ever want to talk about it, I'm always open.
Lean on me when you're that strong. I'll be a friend.
Well, I mean, she is a priestess. That includes duties such as helping mitigate disputes and stuff when the mayor other places aren't available, or maybe in
you
rural areas where there isn't really an authority.
you got trauma? The priestess here got you back.
And confessions and healing. Hell yeah.
All right. So do y'all get to the temple?
Yeah.
All right. So y'all walk up to the temple, and this is the temple of Arya. It's the goddess of pretty much this entire region.
The top goddess.
Yep. So this is the one of the top goddess in the region. Um, she is the goddess of fairness, just pretty much anything dealing with warfare, just and fertility. This is kind of her and her domain. She's usually also the patron of healing. The temple doors are open. It's kind of like your average church, except for there's no steeple, so it's as you walk into it, it has a bunch of pews. Off to the side, there is large, kind of like a bathhouse where everybody who's kind of hurt, wounded, or anything would will go and bathe in this bathhouse. Um, it'll start kind of bringing back a lot of the wound. You'll see a few dwarves that are kind of like entering into the bath. They look like they're exhausted, and some of them have like scrapes running down their arms. Um, so they'll enter into the bathhouse to go ahead and let the waters kind of absorb into them, which will again rejuvenate and heal them up.
I won't lie. When you said pews, I thought you said pubes.
Oh, pews. Mine out
Oh,
of together.
yeah.
You raise
I
me
was in the middle. I
up.
was in the middle of talking. I had just gotten raided, so I misheard you really bad.
So as you two walk into it, there looks like there's no real head priestess or preacher. There's just a few preachers and priestesses kind of moving around the church. They don't really kind of look at you. They're more or less of they'll stay busy until somebody kind of talks to them. So what do you do?
Gunrut is going to go to the first or priestess or nun or whatever, like the first person that works for the church,
Yeah.
and kind of like pull him aside a little bit and ask him like, has there been anyone here who's been attacked by a demon or anything along that line?
So you pull a preacher off to the side and ask him, and they'll kind of look at you a bit odd, and like that's a very odd and specific request. But they'll kind of shake their heads and no, the only thing that's been attacking us is the short of the monsters, but the that paper gang, whatever they're called, that's the only ones that's been kind of bothering. I mean, yeah, there's no demons in this town, at least that we're aware of.
Okay, and he's going to turn to face Eris and be like, well, it looks like their god can take care of them.
It does seem so. After all, Arya was the one who helped create the four dragons and therefore deserves our reverence just as much. Hello,
That sounds
father.
like some nerd shit. He immediately lost all interest in helping anyone the moment he found out no demon was really involved.
Hello there, father. By any chance, do you need extra hands? I came into town for a little bit, so I wanted to make sure that the temple wasn't too short-staffed.
He'll look at her. We're actually pretty staffed right now. Our the head preacher had to go up to the stronghold. Looks like there was the scuffle between Jacquard and the Macris Empire again. So there's that. So, but no, we're actually pretty good on manpower currently right now, unless there's another cave in, which. Hopefully there's not. We're pretty good. If you'd
I
like,
love 'em.
you could obviously help out, but as far as us needing anything, no, we're good for right now.
In that case, at least allow me to help with the replenishing of the water. I just saw a few dwarves pop in, and I'm figuring that maybe I can at least lend my power a little bit.
They would nod and kind of gesture you to go to the back. That way you can kind of help pray over a lot of the water and get it blessed.
And she'll go do just that. As she starts to walk away, she'll glance back at Gunrut. Would you like to help, Gunrut? I know you don't particularly follow anybody, but a paladin's blessing is always a good thing too.
All right. I suppose I can give it a try.
Teach you how. It's actually not too hard, so long as you have faith.
I just imagine Gunrun just screaming, "Be gone, demon! Hello!"
That's exactly what he would do. Just fucking scream at the water to be blessed.
As
The
they
water and the
get
demon.
back to the large vases of water, you just see this priestess happily going ahead and blessing some of the water. And I just imagine this big, gigantic minotaur just leaning over the vase, just being like, "Be gone, demon!"
It just eats the fucking base into the water.
And he's screaming.
Can we do a roll to see if that works, manager?
Do you want me to roll an intimidation, see if I can intimidate the water to being blessed?
Boy, scale the
Roll
hell out of it.
whatever you want to, okay?
Oh,
Bless faster.
intimidate the fucking water.
Get out of here, Satan.
God, Satan.
Why do I feel like
Oh,
that's a
shit, man.
success?
So everybody's kind of confused because this peaceful temple that's known for kind of like relaxing, you go after a hard day's work and you go to kind of rest and again get rejuvenated, and especially if you got a lot of kind of like cuts and scrapes from the mines and work. Uh, on this day, it wasn't very peaceful at all. There's actually a lot of screaming coming in from the back of the temple. A lot of the guardian citizens and the preachers and priestess are kind of stopping what they're doing and staring at the back of the temple. And you know that you kind of look at the preacher who's now regretting their decisions of helping and allowing for these two to help, kind of making a mental note in their head of never to allow for a minotaur to help bless water, even if they're a paladin, because apparently that means screaming at the water intently, which the water does look like it's being blessed.
But at what cost?
But it's being blessed, but it's also like not as blessed as it could have been if the preacher or heiress or the priestess
For
would have done it.
somebody else.
It's more like the blessing is halfway getting to the water. Not sure why. It could be that the water is terrified, or it could be that it's just yelling at water. You don't really know. Either way, the preacher's going to kind of like stop you halfway. And say, oh, look, the water's been blessed as it's ever been. Thank you so much. You two can leave now. It's a good one. We're going really fine. As he kind of puts his hand on your back and starts pushing you to the door. You two, thank you so much. We have now caught up and we are good to go.
Let me know if you ever need an exorcism.
You know what? You will be the first person I do not call. Let's go. Let's out the door. And just like that, you two are kicked out of the temple, and the doors close behind you. Usually the doors are left open, but at this point, the doors are closed. All right, moving to Huff.
All right.
So, Gunrut, we're gonna have to work on your blessings a little bit.
Was it a little too intense for you? I'm sorry. I
A little bit.
I take my devotion very seriously.
Yeah, I think everyone can see that. Yeah.
I mean, I was holding back. I could have swung at it with my sword, because that's what.
Yeah, but if you break it and the water goes everywhere, it's not gonna be much use to anyone.
That sounds like a them problem, not a me problem.
Sounds like a them problem.
Makes mental note to not bring Conrad to temples again.
Eris, this is the first time you've ever been kicked out of a temple, so I'll give you that
She
one.
feels
You tried?
horrible right now. She's
Probably
literally
right there,
just like,
slack jawed open, like, oh.
and she's
Oh
just
well,
like,
it looks
I
like
need.
their god will sort them out themselves. And he's just gonna start walking back to the stables.
You know what's really sad is the fact that he's a paladin and he knows how to do ceremony.
Yep, he does. He actually knows how.
I get fucking blessed.
All right, we're moving to Huff. Oh
She's,
my
she's
God, my
gonna
poor
take a
temple.
detour to the marketplace while Gunrut does whatever he wants. Cause she's just gonna, reminisce and hopefully not get kicked out of
Contemplate her
another
life.
place.
Gunrut,
pretty
go ahead
much.
and roll a perception.
Okay.
But after that yelling, I think he only perceives as what he thought was a good job.
Where is my perception?
It's with the peas.
And cues.
There we
You're
go.
welcome.
Ah,
Hey!
pretty good perception.
You'll notice two guards are like walking, not behind you, but they're walking near you now. Like beforehand, they weren't walking around you. Now they're kind of like moving in the same direction that you're going. Not hostility of you, but just kind of like watching over you after, literally hearing you screaming from the temple. They don't interact with you, but again, they're there.
He's just gonna turn around and be like, "Oh, how can I help you? Do you need a blessing too?"
They're
It's gonna
not
sneak
behind
up.
you, but they're
They're watching you
around.
from a
They're
distance.
watching you from
Oh.
a distance.
Yeah.
You're
Oh.
now being watched by the town guards
Congratulations.
as you're moving back to the stable.
This is great. This is.
It's a stealth roll.
I love how me and Lucy's character are enjoying tea, being all calm and
I see
collected.
how I can lose them by
And
roll-
then the
If
people
you
that
want to
should
try
be
to do a stealth, go for it. You are at a disadvantage.
Oh, I think I lost there anyways. But you want to see if I lose even worse?
Yeah.
Nope, I don't lose worse.
Oh my God, I forgot how to do this.
I love this. I love this game. D&D. It's just it's
He's just
sweet.
gonna
Right.
he's just gonna put like a box over him and try to sneak away Silas Snake style.
How do you do the
You-
GM roll?
/DM, I think.
Yeah, /GM. Is it roll 1d20?
I think so.
I hope they roll lower than 7.
I would be
He's just
impressed.
stealthing off to go to the
I
market
mean,
at this
wouldn't
point.
they have perception to be able to see them?
You know what?
Mm.
We'll find out in a
No,
second.
I'm rolling
Stay
for
tuned.
something. I'm rolling for something else. But how do you do the GM roll? I'm messing up on it.
I don't know. I think
Roderick,
when
we
I
need
click on the
to
Roderick,
dice, it says roll
Roderick,
DM.
or Harris.
What's up?
How do you do the GM roll?
If you click the dice button, you can click GM roll right there, and then just hit the D20.
/GM roll space and then whatever 1d20 or 2d6 or whatever plus whatever after the end. I'll put in brackets for you so you can see it.
Okay,
I just click on the dice on the left. It literally just says like click on GM roll and then just hit the D20. Easier.
Yeah, but if they get in at 20, then he can't fudge the roll to make it nicer for us.
It's
Just-
fine.
Just take out the
Oh,
brackets.
So, okay, I got it. So, Eris loses the guard that was behind her. They weren't really focusing too much on Eris. They were more focusing on the large Minotaur. So she slips her guard.
He had good intentions, I swear.
However, Gunter tries to kind of like stealth, and I
Okay.
just picture him trying to like kneel down into the crowd a little bit and kind of move. He thinks he's doing a really good job, but the two horns are sticking out of the crowd. And so the guards are just easily keeping up with him because of this. They're just following where the horns go.
I've lost them.
Anyways, Huff, what are you doing in the marketplace?
So after separating off from Dom, I pretty much, well, I casted invisibility, slipped out of Dom's bag, and then let my wings out of the cloak so that I could just hover over the market and listen for any and all gossip or little tidbits I could get, regardless of whether it's related to the kingdom up north or these bandits or generally what's going on around the town.
All right.
And keeping in mind, I do speak 2 of the 3 types of Elvish.
So go ahead and roll me 3 perceptions.
3 perceptions.
With the amount of stupidity that happened, yeah, that sounds about right.
Wait.
Oh no. Help, I've fallen and I can't get up.
There it is.
Not bad.
All right.
Pretty
So
good roll.
as you're flying around around the marketplace, you'll hear kind of the typical things that you would think you would hear. People, everybody, some griping about the bandits hitting merchants area. Um, you'll hear that the Elvish Kingdom, Vakris is if some of the rumor or some of the words you're hearing is feels like it's probing some of the Dracardian defenses across the mountains. So not just up north, but just kind of across the mountain field as well. Um, you'll also hear tales of the paper paper bandits are at our east, and they are being um, kind of tracked, but no one's really knows who's tracking them. And the last thing that you'll hear is tales of a cart coming in yesterday, completely covered with the paper bandits, shikigamis.
So we have definitely been noticed. Good to know.
Especially now.
I don't know
But
what you're talking about.
And then after
very
that,
interesting to
you will see Guntrut trying to stealthily make his way through the marketplace, and you will also kind of see um, guards kind of watching him from a distance.
I don't know this man.
Completely invisible.
All right, there you go.
So, how much time do I have left being invisible?
How long?
Typically that's around 10 rounds, so that's about. A
10 rounds
minute?
is about a minute,
Oh,
yeah.
wait. No, wait. Let me double check invisibility.
A round is 10 seconds.
Oh, it is? I thought it was 6 seconds.
No, you're right, 6 seconds. Hold on. Someone made me think stupid because I was doing the math for them differently. Yeah, no, a round is 6 seconds log.
Alright,
there.
so becomes a. Until the spell ends. Okay, no, concentration and up to an hour, sorry.
Mm-hmm. I'm
So
just
instead
wondering
you
with
have
how
60
long the
rounds.
others have been where.
So it's been about 40-ish minutes. So it's if you would like to return to
Okay,
the
so about
stables,
20.
so you got about 20 minutes left.
Alright, so
However,
getting
these-
to the point where she's pretty much hearing the exact same stories over and over, and not. Well, her interest has been piqued by this force tracking the bandits, which is currently unknown, but not being able to find out anything more just from listening, she is going to start making her way back in the direction she thinks the stables are.
The wrong way?
Because, yes,
So, does she see my character enter the marketplace after?
She does not see yours at all.
Okay, and I
However,
can't see her because she has advantage on stealth. And is
she is
invisible.
currently invisible. All right, and Clint, what do you do?
Clint's at the stable.
Clint's at the stable. Do you do anything or?
You're muted, by the way. I think.
I think Roger's just preparing stuff.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
All right, well, we'll come back to Roderick. Gets back.
He was so young when we knew him.
Yes, he was.
I'm 100% not seen.
Okay.
Alright,
I guess
So,
I
yep,
guess we could say time passes and we try.
yep. So we'll go back to Dom and Felix.
Sorry, I was getting some water.
Oh, hey, never mind. We'll go back to Clint. So, what do you do for the hour? Do you just kind of work on the stables?
Realistically, to whomever is watching Clint, it's gonna look really weird because like he like puts the straps back on the on the cart, and so like a second of him will appear on the other cart. He's like, "All right, brother, 1, 2," and like he'll hook it at the same time as the echo, and he'll like high five the echo and things like that, and so if anyone just like watching, they're a little confused because, like I
This
said, it's a black and white sort of mirage.
the stable hand is very confused and has now stopped exactly whatever they were doing and now just kind of focusing on you as he just feels like you're teleporting around this wagon.
All right, and now we put on the horses, and then all right, ready, 1, 2, 3, and like both horses get bridle at the same time.
This when the stable hand is now kind of like rubbing his eyes and just more confused and just gives up after about 30 minutes of this and just walks over. It's like, is there two of you or one of you?
Ah, that's my brother.
He's gonna look where you're pointing.
It's not moving because Clint isn't moving.
Oh, so there's two of you.
Yeah, say hello, brother, and he waves, and then the echo waves at the same way, but it's like a mirror. So like Clint's right hand is waving, and then the echo's left hand is waving.
He's gonna kind of believe it, very confused, and be like, "Huh? I thought there was one of you last night. Okay, alrighty. Cool. Do you need anything?" As he just
Uh,
stares intently at the mirror.
Mainly just food and water for the horses.
Yeah, I'll get that. I'll put it on the wagon. He'll kind of turn around and start to walk away, but every now and then just kind of turn around like really fast to see if the mirror's still there.
It'll eventually fade.
That's when he
As well as that man's fleeting sanity of watching that.
well, that's because when he'll walk back and come back with like a bound of hay, and then the mirror just fades in front of him. He's just,
Oh, great. We got a guy who can summon ghosts.
I am so confused right now. Why are there two of them and now there's one of them? But I swear the second one is real. Magic, and he's just gonna throw the hay on the back of the
Twilight Zone.
wagon.
Do 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 do.
You just hear him kind of muttering something about magic and just walking back into the into his stables.
Okay. Basically at this point, um, usually doing all that takes like 45 minutes. So I guess like the last like 15 is him just sitting, on the driver's seat per se, just smoking a pipe.
About that time, so what we'll do is we'll circle back to Dom and Felix. So the you two are still in the waiting room. The assistant will walk in and she will hold two maps. She will place it on the coffee table that is between both of you. Kind of spread the maps, and she will smile and say, "So this is the group that we sent to track the northern hideout. It's in this cave right over here." So she'll point to the map. I did not have a map designed, so I do apologize. I'll have one next time.
No, that's
Um,
okay.
but she'll kind of show you the map. It looks like it's about a day's pull east of where the village is. And it looks like it's kind of in a cave area. And they'll say it's the cave itself. It looks like they've taken the cave and they killed whatever was inside of it and kind of built around this wooden barracks kind of thing, almost kind of like they're building a fort made out of wood. Um, that's kind of what we have for that, and then she'll put down in a second paper. So this one's the vague one. So this is the southeast of us. So on the same side as whereas their camp is, and they're going to have like a large circle kind of drawn around with small circles drawn inside the small larger circle. This is where they like to set up base at. It's about, this is probably about um, 2 miles by 2 miles, so it's a really large distance. But little circles drawn into them. This is the area that they like to make camp at because it's the closest to the trade route. Um, and these smaller places are where they have been, so they usually make camp in some of these areas. So this is where they'll probably be in about 2 days, and this is where they are currently at right now. Is where we know.
All right.
And she'll smile and take the teacups and head away.
I'm gonna look at him
Nothing
saying,
you need.
probably should take this to the group and tell them what we're gonna do. Unless you want to sit here and mow the lawn.
I say we should get going. We got everything we need.
Mm-hmm.
Probably go check on the party, see if we could get any. Do we need any supplies
I mean, he
that we
did.
could
We
prepare?
probably do need some more potions. Granted, I don't know if they can. Are you well versed in first aid?
I have some knowledge. Where should I roll for that one to see?
Well, AKA like just if your character knows how to heal or not, kind of thing.
Ah, yes, I have spell knowledge in Piano and cure wounds, mending. All I have spells.
Okay. All right. So you probably will be very helpful in this fight because I know how to do damage. I do not know how to take care of myself or those around me.
Don't worry, I'll at least be able to help any
All
sort of way I
right.
can.
Well, we should go
Anything?
back. Mhm.
Do you want us to head to the marketplace right away first, so we can go buy the equipment we needed and then head
Well,
or go straight to the party?
I mean, if we tell the party that we go there, we could buy stuff. At least they can actually save some money if they plan to buy anything.
If you
So,
know you don't have any party members are needless spenders or gamblers,
uh, not that I've been informed or seen. God, I hope not.
would you rather we
With,
all go as a group, or you want to just take care of it right away?
you know what? Let's just be actually kind-hearted Samaritans and be nice and buy them some good little shinies.
All right, let's. Oh, me and Dom make our way to the market.
If you do, you want to roleplay us buying, or do we just want to say what we want to buy and fast forward it? Because I know that sometimes is an option in the games that we
I
play.
will allow that up to y'all. Personally, I'm fine with either or. If you want to kind of get the party back together, that way everybody can kind of start kind of going as a group.
Mhm.
We could skip that, but again, I'll leave that
Yeah.
up to the party.
Do you guys want us to fast forward this, or and Lucy, do you want to try role playing for bargaining, or like what's up, guys?
I'm fine with either one.
Fine with either one. I go roleplay for the bargain. If anything, we are gonna get 20% discount.
Yeah.
Go to the
Alright,
alchemist.
okay, so I guess we'll do a little bit of like tee Let's get some. Let's get our money worth of items.
Yep.
Okay.
How much money do you have?
I have an amount,
Okay.
aka I'm pulling up my character sheet right now to look at it. Tee I have 14 gold and 55 silver.
All right. I have 15 gold.
All right. So, as you all make it to the marketplace, what I will say happened is, um, by now, Gunroot has started kind of making his way down to Flint. However, I would say Eris bumps into you two at the marketplace. If you would like, Huff, you could make a roll to see if you see them in the marketplace as well.
Or you bump into Boulder Man.
I'm already outside the marketplace,
Okay. So yeah, your character is probably
over by the blacksmith.
Alrighty.
Though I do have a bit of an idea with that.
Do we want to follow Huff and the blacksmith real quick?
Where's the
yeah.
blacksmith? I'm sorry, what?
Huff went over there by mistake. I didn't.
So I will say we'll get to Huff in 1 second. We'll get to Felix, Dom, and then Eris. Again, you three kind of bump into each other in the marketplace, making your way towards what was it? The
I will
Alchemist
say by
Market.
this. I'm sorry.
Oh no, good.
I will say by this time you see her kind of on a bench, one of her legs on top of the other while she balances her fake arm, and she's going ahead and doing some minor little adjustments on the elbow part, just kind of tightening and loosening some bits with some tinkerer tools that she has.
So you three will bump into each other in marketplace, making your way towards the
Oh, I forgot it's also
Alchemist.
drizzling.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so she's in a shaded part.
Y'all interact, and y'all just kind of group up together and start making your way.
She is engrossed in what she's doing, so they'll have to approach her.
Yeah, or I'll just tap your shoulder and like, need assistance?
Oh, hi. Sorry. The rain kind of makes this thing tighten up in uncomfortable ways sometimes. No, I'm pretty good. How was the mayor?
Well, we got a
Little
lot of details
different.
about the paper cut bandits. So we got some info.
Well,
How
it's
do I
not paper cut
info?
bandits, remember? They're called the paper cut crew, whatever thing. Apparently, whatever the board that had told us any information was a lie, misinformation, or maybe themselves putting this information out to throw up adventurers who don't actually take the time to go see the mayor. We're not entirely sure, but they're known as the Paper Cuts crew.
All right. Well, we may want to take a look at and see who may have done that, because they might have an agent in town if that's the case. Either way, she'll go ahead and tighten one of the bolts just inside the elbow. Either way, we should probably go ahead and get everyone together here shortly, especially if we're going to go track anybody in the rain. Likely that their tracks aren't going to last very long if they're still out there.
Well, it doesn't matter. We actually got a map of where their location, as well as the major gave us advice about how to attack.
God, they really did do their homework, didn't they?
Yeah, they actually, within the hour we were waiting for information, they actually sent somebody out to do things. And I would take out the map right now, but I'm afraid the water would actually get over and destroy it.
No worries.
And also, they gave us a discount to go shopping for some items because everyone's pissed off at this group.
Oh, wow, we get. Well, I wish I would have known that before I bought this for full price.
Well, either way, if you buy it for full price from somebody, that means you're helping them live a life. But right now, with the expense of whatever, potions could cost, I'd rather save my money on it.
Speaking of which, Felix,
Yes.
I've been kind of prowling around the marketplace a little bit, and well, I thought I saw some instruments that you might like. They only have wood instruments, like flutes and
Hmm.
things, but I'm not entirely sure what you like to play.
I mostly use a a lute or a flute. That's my go-to kind of music.
Wonderful.
But at the same time, like I said, I always have my own personal equipment always on me.
I can respect that. She'll go ahead and start reattaching her arm and kind of give it a bit of a stretch real fast before she grabs her quarterstaff she laid nearby. Well, if that's the case, it sounds like we have everything we need. And with that 20% discount, it might not be a bad idea to prep before we head out. Do we know where everyone else is? Because it'd probably be best to shop with everybody.
Well, I told Huff to be at where the stables are at. As for our dwarf friend, he really did tell us where he was going to be at. Now, the Minotaur, he was with you. That was your responsibility.
Yeah, we kind of got kicked out of the temple after
How'd you get?
he tried to bless some water and was yelling at the water. I'm surprised it actually did get somewhat blessed, but
I'm gonna look at the tiefling. Is that a common phenomenon for your companion? Felix,
Sorry, what you saying?
is your companion the Minotaur is Runt, I
Gun, right?
forgot his name. Oh, Gun. Um, is it common to be just yelling at water or people in general?
He gone through a pretty traumatic experience in life. You know, he's trying his best. I'm sure he doesn't mean any physical harm.
Oh no,
It's just
not at
his
all.
way. I think it's just his way, just to ease his burdens in a matter of speaking. If him yelling
Noted.
at water is one thing, I'm pretty sure he's just having a fun time in a sense.
Noted. Never
Ah,
bring him to negotiations. Understood.
Yes, I mostly handle all this stuff. I just tend to make sure to keep him calm, that way he doesn't get over excited
some
and cause
uncle in
him
my
harm.
chat. I'm big freaking stealthy.
Does he have a high blood pressure issue? I heard those who yell a lot tend to have that.
No, he just he like I said, he just only got traumatic experiences. Don't worry, I have a spell that normally keeps him keeps him calm and not trying to cause harm.
Wait, you need to sedate your friend into calmness. Hold on, wait. I need to know this as future party mates. Is he all together?
Oh, he's fine as long as he doesn't see any demons. We should be okay. If you mention demons around, he tends to like look around where, you know.
So he
All
has
right, I got
PTSD. Okay.
yes, he has
Okay.
very much
I will
PTSD.
not I will not say the DEMOND.
Yes,
You know
call
he
him
knows how to
demos. He
spell,
doesn't
right?
understand demos. He probably don't even know what the hell that is.
No, that's what I'm gonna say from now on.
Well,
Like
either
you
way,
said,
we
if
should
you
probably find somewhere to meet.
well, in the meantime, we should also try to get ourselves more potions and crafting. And maybe
Oh,
get 20%
absolutely.
discount. Now try and negotiate our lovely merchant members, because I'm very good at silver tongue here. So if anything, try to see, double check and make sure everybody's there at at the stables there, Eris. If not, hopefully you can find Huff around somewhere, lying about.
Well, I'm actually going to be going ahead and heading down to the stable since that seems to be where we're meeting. Um, yeah, she'll put her cloak over her arm so that way the rain doesn't mess up what she just fine tuned. Um, yeah, shopping's great. I definitely think we should probably go ahead and get together as we go shopping so that way everyone can get what they need in one go. So,
Hmm.
you guys try to find Huff. I'll meet you at the stables.
I guess it's a plan then. In the meantime, maybe Don, we should go check out the blacksmith. See if we could try to get something fixed. If you got any
Oh,
weapons you need
actually,
fixing or worked on.
while you're there, can you go ahead and get me a joint screw?
Train screw?
I seem to have misplaced my spare.
All right,
Got you.
will do.
And with that, she'll wave her goodbyes and start heading down towards the stables.
Right? As me and Don make our way to the blacksmith.
Where's the blacksmith?
All right.
Now I need you to kind of move me to the blacksmith.
Calm down,
So
Marky Man.
by now,
Gee.
Mhm.
Gunrut and Clint have now kind of merged back to the
He's
stables.
clearly got to make a perception check to see if he sees me. No, I'm kidding.
So do y'all do anything or should we
I could
jump?
say I could you roll a perception to see if I somehow manage to spot something out of the ordinary.
What you
Gee.
mean, the fairy?
Yes, if I manage to
Uh,
somehow notice Huff somewhere.
Well, Huff's invisible, so I don't think you can see them just yet.
Oh, you never know.
In that duration of an
and
Oh,
hour, though, it's slowly coming up.
and
Yeah,
I
have we
mean,
slowly.
I
already
mean,
moved
Not
on
just
never.
yet.
to the other two at the stable?
Yeah, we're going to Clint, then we'll go to Felix. All right.
I mean, I could do is detect magic. If Huff is invisible, I could try to see detect magic, see if I can spot him.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
but there's no reason for you to do that though, because you don't know that they're even invisible.
Mhm.
It's like they only told me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
I figured
yeah, yeah.
they said that to
No, no,
everybody.
no, no, no. They whispered in my bag and left off, kind of thing.
Eh,
All right. So we'll go to Flint and Gunrut, then we'll go back to everybody as they're kind of gathering together. Do y'all two do anything, or are y'all just waiting for the wagon at this point?
Welcome, furry friend. I have the cart ready and revving.
I'm being stealthy.
I'm so proud of you. Yet,
Thank you.
I will say it is not exactly stealthy.
They didn't like me
Jasper.
blessing the water in the temple.
Was it blessed well?
It was blessed.
All right. Well, if you blessed it, maybe you don't need to be stealthy anymore.
But I have weird people following me.
I think the weird people are following you because you're being loud. Here's how you do it. Just lower your voice about 40 octaves.
I'm being stealthy.
Yes, that's much better. Now, take this broom and sweep the back.
Okay. He's just gonna wait. Do you mean the back of the stables or the back of the cart?
The cart.
Yes.
All right.
Don't sweep off the hay I have there, but everything else.
All right. And he's just gonna hop in the back of the cart and fucking tilt it back, like making a lowrider in the back. As he
Alright.
just like sweeps the back out.
All right, so we'll move over to Huff. What do you do?
Alright, so at this point, the invisibility has pretty much worn off.
Yep.
Huff has tucked her wings back into her cloak and is now walking about just normal, very, very small halfling in appearance. Has noticed the blacksmith and has actually turned around to go in to the blacksmith. And yeah, she's, after that last fight, she's quite aware that she is very small, she is very squishy. So she would like to inquire about, are there any her-sized shields available?
All right. So as you enter the blacksmith, it is they have two sections of the blacksmith. So you have the actual hut itself, where the blacksmith is usually keeping a lot of their stuff that they've created. Then they have the outside area where it's a lot of it's kind of tinted off, except for the middle, which is these massive furnace that's the coals are like piping red hot.
Hmm.
There's a dwarf just hammering away on looks like an axe. Uh, then there is a female wood elf that is she's kind of standing off to the side just watching, and then she notices as she walk in, as she smiles and walks over to you and be like, yeah, so what can we do for you? Sorry, my husband is currently just working on an axe that we have, so he is going to be focusing on that, so I can help you with
Alright, thank you. So some people I am traveling with and I are about to go off and do something extremely reckless, quite possibly very dangerous. And as you can see, I am quite small and not really very well armored. I would like to inquire if you might have a small shield in around my height or my size, say a buckler.
She's gonna kind of look at you and then look at the store that she has and kind of look back and say, I think we have a buckler about your size. We might have to shave some of the metal off, but I think we can kind of do that. So she'll kind of gesture for you to follow as she walks into the shop. Um, she'll go behind behind one of the counters and takes out a buckler shield. Looks like it's about a foot across. And she'll
Hmm.
kind of look at you. I think this is a bit too big for you, or is this about the size that you're wanting to go with? She'll kind of hand it to you out of curiosity.
Hmm. Let's see. So 1 foot is about half of Huff's height. So basically, what she has in her hands right now is the equivalent of almost a Viking round shield.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
basically.
Hmm.
You want
What's
a
the
tower
weight?
shield?
Tower shield would be more rectangular.
Yeah, I know. It just made me sound like it's
No,
gonna
but
cover
you
you
want a
real
full
good.
face power shield though.
So roughly, what's the weight on the buckler?
probably say what about 5 or pounds. What?
Is an amount.
From experience, they tend to be
2 point
fairly light.
2.3 pounds. So about 2 pounds.
Okay, so moving it about sort of in her hands, feeling it out sort of the range of movement. She. Is there any chance we could take a couple pounds off?
Do you want to decrease the size, which will take some pounds off?
Mm-hmm. Just a
Okay.
little bit.
So she's going to pick up the axe and kind of walk out back, and then yell at the top of her lungs, "Hey!" and just get the attention of the dwarves and kind of chuck it to him. Take off a few inches. So he'll kind of grab it, kind of just stare and say, could have just tapped my shoulder. And then she'll just kind of like glare at him a little bit as he just starts kind of like shaving off some of the inches of the buckler. Then she'll smile at him and say, "He's in trouble, is all."
Someone's in the doghouse. A woof
Oh
woof.
no.
So she'll
Mhm.
smile and say, "It'll probably take us about 20 minutes if you want to just browse, or if you want to come back. That's up to you."
Alright. I'll probably just have a look about.
And so she'll kind of stand next to the door and just let you walk around the shop as the dwarf is focusing on your order. And then we'll switch over to Cliff. Yes, I think I said that right.
You mean Felix?
Felix, damn it.
Hmm,
I was like, who?
Who's Cliff?
that should give
Yes.
plenty of time for you to
Yeah.
catch up.
Yeah, so we'll focus on you. Are you and Dom moving to the blacksmith, I think you said?
Yes.
So, about takes you about a few minutes. So as you two walk over, you'll notice the dwarf is kind of like shaving off some inches, and he'll look up at you and kind of point like a large pair of scissors that he has to the shop. So the wife's in there. Go in there. I'm pretty sure she'll bitch at you too. And then he'll go back to kind of cutting the buckler off.
Noted.
Mhm.
Goes inside the shop.
And as you enter the elf looks at you both and smiles and says, "Ah, yes. So what else? What can I get for you two? We are currently working on a buckler shield, so our dwarf is a little bit busy. He could move any
Uh,
faster."
Well, we're actually about to, me and my companions, well, one of them is right here. We're actually about to go attack the paper crew, paper cut crew, as we see that they're a bit of an annoyance here. And we're here to see if we can get some items or get some other things looked at to prepare for this attack.
Oh yeah, so good. They need to go. They're causing a lot of issues here. Funny enough, someone else came in here earlier and said the somewhat of the same thing. Assuming
Huh.
she might be a part of you, she'll point where Huff is.
Hello, Huff.
Hi, Dom.
Yes, that is in fact our one of the other companions.
That makes sense. So what exactly are you two looking? I can see if I can point you in the right area.
Well, I'm gonna look towards the bars. Like, is there anything you want in particular?
What kind of weapons do you have?
Kind of gesture to the weapons area. We have swords, short swords. We have mace. We have a great sword, great axe.
You got any more like a fine rapier sword?
I think we have one. So she'll kind of go to the back and start moving some things around, and she'll pull out say a very fine rapier sword. Ah, yes, yes, yes. I have one left.
Hmm. Now, how much is that sword?
Sorry, I'm looking at the price of it.
No, you're fine. Take your time.
It tells me about the stats, but how much? Just she'll smile and say, it's about 20 gold.
20 gold. Pretty expensive.
20 about 20 gold, about 2 pounds. Finesse weapon. She'll kind of hold it very expertise.
They would say to you, sir, like compared to your sword, compared to this sword, compared to
Madam.
yes, excuse me, madam. Would you compare like this sword to the one I currently own in my possession, which I have another rapier sword as mine? What can you tell the difference between the two of its fine craft? Is it really worth 20 gold in a sense?
She'll smile and say, I really don't mess with much of metal. It would be my husband out there. If you're trying to figure out if it's going to be a good one, I would suggest you go talk to him.
Okay.
However, again, it is 20 gold. Looks like your rapiers. Looks like it's about the same. My husband created this one, so I know it will stand up as we create majority of the weapons for the citadel up north.
All right. Well, thank you for your time. Do you also handle in repairs as well?
Oh yes, we definitely do repairs.
You say your husband handles it, or you could handle that?
No, I don't touch metal. My husband does.
Okay. So I shall speak with your husband then.
Yes,
Is he
yes.
currently in? You say he's outside.
She'll
Is he currently
open.
available?
She'll open the door and kind of yell out again at him. Hey, got a question for you. Look at it's like you give me a buckler to cut. Now you're making me do more questions, and also have to fix an act. What do you want, woman? And then he'll just kind of stop talking to her and just look at you. Yeah. What can I do for you? Apparently, I got to do everything.
Yes, sir. I was gonna ask you like, can you tidy up my sword for a bit? Like, how
Oh,
much would that be?
he'll hold out his hand so he can take the sword, and he'll start kind of going over a little bit and run his thumb across the blade. Looks like it's oh, I can sharpen it for you, give it a new edge. Maybe patch one or two of these cracks on it, and I get it fixed. Probably, 50 silver.
All right. Yeah, yourself a deal.
He'll take the sword, go out to the back, hand the buckler to the wife, and then start working on the rapier. She'll take the buckler and put it down on the counter, looking at Huff and says, "So the buckler is ready for you."
Excellent. So Huff will walk up to the counter and how much?
Price of the buckler. She'll smile and say 5 gold. But if you are taking down the bandit group, we do 2 gold, 50 silver.
All right. So then Huff goes into her little coin pouch purse, and since she only has 5 gold pieces on her, pulls out 3 gold pieces, and very much like the meme, reaches all the way up onto the counter, places her money on the counter, and just asks, "One shield, please."
All right. She'll take the gold, hand you back 50 silver, and then hand you the buckler. Smile and says,
Perfect.
"Please let us know if there's anything else we could do for you as far as repairs and everything." Buckler.
You've already done plenty.
So then the dwarf will come in and hand the rapier back and looks at him and just kind of waves, and it's on the house, and he'll go back to working on an axe outside.
So my character is gonna wait there patiently, but once looks like everyone's all settled, they're going to like the smile's still on their face and eyes still closed kind of thing. It's like, no, I have a little bit of maybe a peculiar set of questions for you.
So I'll try to answer.
Do you have a barbed whip?
Barbed whip, we do not. That is a very unique weapon. I think we would have to create one.
Sad. By
Hmm.
chance, you have a weapon similar to this, and then but with the high ponytail, they are going to take off what keeps it up, so it goes down a little bit and doesn't stay as high. And they're going to take out the dust, like the brass knuckle thing right there. Do you have anything similar to this, but maybe spiked, or just another pair of these?
She'll take them, kind of look it over, and then walk to the counter and pull out. And it's something similar. It's the brass knuckles, but they're small little spikes going across the actual top of the brass knuckles. It's not daggers, but
It's studded. Hell yeah.
it's studded.
Yay. How much for that?
Smile and say, looks like this one's gonna be 6 gold since we made the studs, so 3 gold.
I put down 3 gold
She'll,
without any hesitation.
she'll take it and
And
hand it to you.
and now the next
Mm.
question. By chance, is there a way to how do I word this? And you may or may not have it, which is understandable. But is there a way to perhaps have a hidden type of dagger pad, like an elbow dagger pad? If you may, it's a very unique thing, but the ideal is that underneath my shirt, I will have a elbow pad there, but when pressed against or put push on it, something will pop out of it. Did that be a spike or something pointed?
Want the spike to come out of your elbow or your wrist?
The elbow.
Rubber chin. We could customize something like that, but that probably
It might take a bit.
would take probably a few days to craft.
I just wanted to. Do you have any particular, maybe not very often sold, or maybe experimental weapons you have that haven't been selling that I could take a gander at?
No, we don't have many of those. She'll kind of look at you and say, "Well, the only thing we have that we haven't ever sold and we've created on a kind of on a whim, so to speak."
Mm-hmm. Go
But
on.
The DM is loading. Please,
My DM has
DM
let
is
them
looking
buffer.
if they're about to introduce a weapon too stupid.
I
Teehee.
need not to get into
Teehee.
a bar brawl with this bitch. She's
Teehee.
gonna just freaking throw
Give
Straight
me.
up
haymakers.
bar brawls, okay?
See, the first thing I asked was a barred whip. I'm looking for stupid.
The funny thing is though, is that I'm just like imagining, like, cause your character like lives in Drakard and has to break up brawls between actual warriors.
Yes. Teehee. Little psycho.
All right, so we are going to take just a 2 to 3 minute break right fast while I try to find this weapon.
Out of curiosity, is the knuckle duster studded? Have anything special to it, or is it the same kind of thing that we kind of agreed with my knuckle dusters, which is the 1D, like it's like a dagger kind of damage, or does the knuckle duster studded have something different?
This is going to be a blunt, so it's going to be. I would say it's a 1D blunt type of weapon to it.
Well, the dusters would
Bludgeoning.
also bludgeoning too. So that's the thing. That's what I was asking if it's like.
Oh no no
It makes
yeah.
sense that this one's piercing.
Yeah, it will do piercing on this one because it has those studs onto it, so it's actually going to pierce into it. So
Yeah.
it'll blunt and pierce. So let me know when you actually hit somebody with it. I'll have to kind of
That would probably work.
yeah, we'll kind of take this one a little bit because again it's still a blunt based weapon, but you're also piercing with it.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of curious. Awkward.
Mm-hmm.
Does your character speak Druidic?
You have to be a druid to actually speak that.
Druidic? No, just common, high elven, wood elf, and sylvan.
Okay. And I have a question for manager. Is Wood Elf like typical elf language, just centered around the Wood Elves?
Yes, Wood Elves is centered around the Wood Elves as they speak their own. So there's two types of languages. You have the Elvish language and you have Wood Elves. Wood Elves have their own specific because
Oh,
majority of them just like to be left alone
left
out in the
alone.
woods.
Fair enough. The reason why I was asking is because I had Elvish and Wood Elf, and I wanted to know what the difference was and everything.
One, and you speak a little bit more wooden.
Also, Uncle, stop throwing shit at me.
Well, stop having a throwable face and stop looking like you're about to fall asleep.
I'm
Okay.
not reading information about the campaign. About the campaign.
About the champagne.
I mean,
Are you-
manager, if
are
you're
you-
trying to bring that in, I mean, it's possible, but I'd say it would like probably be like a bonus action for use like that,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Also,
going
figure
from
which one.
going from one to the other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, at best, I mean, it's not really gonna be something that breaks the game. So yeah, I would just
You already
use like
know I don't like to break games
Well,
anyway. I
what
just
were
want
you
to do
thinking?
stupid for stupid reasons.
So it's gonna be like versatile property.
I know, but what were
Um,
you thinking? Did you have one?
no, I like the idea. I was just trying to like work it out with you.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Like it would have the versatile property, but instead of like a long sword where you can go one handed to two hand as a free action, this would be like a bonus action kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where you could go, like I said, go into one into the other kind of thing.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking.
I'm
So you
dead.
okay with it then?
Yeah.
Sweet.
I mean whips and swords and whips, and daggers and like just keep the damage as they are.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
So it would be like
Up.
what is it? This for this, and then I believe the other one is this, and then technically we would be going with something like this for both.
Yeah, I'm perfect.
And I
I'm
find
fine with that.
you know what I find really funny about my character? I'm playing a barbarian who is not choosing like very max damaging stuff. I'm literally choosing like this does the things that I could choose is like a 2d6 and 1d12, and I'm like I want this d4 damaging thing. Let's go.
I want this to hurt just slightly more than my fist does normally.
I want to hurt you enough, but keep you long enough the round that I do more emotional damage to you.
Bruh.
I'm what they
Uh,
call traumatizing.
I've I'm what
Alrighty.
you I'm what you call you need a therapist after meeting me.
All right, so we'll go ahead and get back. So she will
Okay.
kind of smile and walk off to the side, and there was a sword kind of resting up against the wall, and she'll kind of pick it up slowly and kind of walk toward you and kind of hand it to you. This one, this is a sword we created. We thought it would be good, but no one wanted to buy it. It's kind of killed its last owner, 'cause they didn't know how to use it. So yeah, be careful. So when you start looking at the sword, it's a sword itself, but there's kind of like what looks like a button up at the top of the handle,
I
and
think I
there
see
are
where this is going.
sections of the sword that
Yep.
you can clearly see. Um, and she'll
No,
smile. Okay.
no, my character's like just and my character is just like at this point, um, like instead of the closed grin that they do, like now they're showing their sharp canines when they see the sword. It's like, please do explain.
All right. So she'll smile and say, so this is a sword whip. So sword, one-handed sword. When you are ready to go, you click the button. You can swing it. It will come apart as a whip, wrap around the enemy, um, and you can kind of start hitting them with that. So it's a decent sized weapon, or it's a kind of versatile weapon. The issue is again it kind of killed its last owner because yeah they went to practice it and didn't hit the button and it wrapped around them it's,
I could imagine.
and then
This
we
is
got it back.
like an Orochi sword.
So, out of game question, then, how much of a radius does this thing have when you actually go full whip? Like, does it have the reach of a whip?
Yep,
10
10
feet.
foot
Okay.
out of game.
Teethy.
This is one of my favorite swords I've ever found in history that is banded all across the world because
No, well, I wonder why.
people kill
I
themselves with
wonder
this weapon.
why.
Geneva Convention, that's more like the Geneva
It
Suggestion.
actually never made it to the Geneva Convention because I kid you not, this sword has killed its own users more times than it's killed enemies.
I'm gonna get water real quick. I'm still gonna be listening. I'm just gonna I'm just gonna go get some water.
I
So-
might BRB quick too.
All right. So she'll hand it to Dom and yes, this is what we have. It's 20 gold.
Now,
Oh
But go ahead.
no, I say is it okay? I might ask a question because we are here also to pick up, see if they have an item because I remember that Eris says she needs a particular item. Tom, do
They
you
need
remember
a-
the item?
it was a type of screw. They were looking for they have a prosthetic arm and leg, and they need a type of screw to help them move
Behind the boat.
around. Yeah.
The
Yeah, it's a
dwarf
bolt.
will kind of walk in and say, "Oh, you're finally selling the sword, and you're looking a joint screw."
That's it.
Yes.
Ah, okay. So he'll take out a screw and put it on the counter. And look at the sword. I think we can let that go. 15 gold. 10. Let's do 10. I want it out of here. We made it. It's killed its last owner and it's cursed. No one wants the darn thing. I'd like to at least get the metal I used on it.
You know what? I won't have any arguments there, and I'm fine with that. I hand them 10 gold because my character literally likes destructive weapons, dancing with death.
How
So,
much is it with the joint one as well?
hey, look
I'll
at
pay
that.
for it.
It's 2 silver.
All right. Sure, I'll buy it.
Take that.
Do you
Uh,
have more than one though, or is it just one or two?
Oh, I could throw in. I could throw in 3 if you'd like. We'll do 30 silver for 3.
All right, we could do that just in case Eris might need more in the future.
You're
So,
considering how much we're probably going to get into a tussle with this. Maybe it's good to have extra.
Yes.
so he'll hand 3 joint screws. You got the sword, and Huff has her buckler shield.
Yes, and my sword's gonna get worked on, repaired.
Yep.
Another
And
question as well. Do you have any armor in a sense?
he'll spice. Yeah, it is. We have leather. We have plate. We have chainmail. We
How
have
much
a
is it
lot
for
of
your
armor
chainmail?
out of the game. Look how much chainmail cost.
Expensive as hell.
I was about to say, I
It
know
is
all the
expensive.
armor is expensive.
Like almost
Mm.
50 plus gold or
Yeah,
something.
he'll spice. It's 75 gold, but I don't give much of a discount on that because it's hard to make.
It's a
The
lot of metal.
only discount I'd give you is 60 really.
Oh, thank you for letting me know.
It's our armor. I think out of game. I think leather's the cheapest.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
but
Also, stealing up the dead corpses of your enemies is cheap too.
That's also fair.
yeah.
Okay, freaking.
Psychopath? It's hee.
But
I was about
aside
to
from
say,
all
what?
this, I should ask the blacksmith if he's almost finished with the sword, so we could be on our way.
Oh yeah, no, he's already done with it.
Yeah,
He'll
he
hand it
ended a
back
bit
to you.
ago.
After we pay for all the equipment, we say we should probably get going. Huff, make sure you stick with Dom. Don't get lost again.
They didn't get lost, but thank you for trying to be nice to them. Because as far as we don't know that they got lost.
All right, so do y'all all make your way back to the stable?
Yes.
See,
So, question: is this going to be closing time, or is everybody going to be done at 11, or do we keep going? 11:30, mean.
I'm good.
I'll
Keep going.
probably be closing at 11:30. I had to go early tomorrow.
So 11:30 your time and our time. I just want to make sure.
11:30 your time.
Okay. All right. So we got about
Like 9 minutes.
We got about 9 minutes. So does anybody else want to do anything in the town?
I'm good.
Think about it.
All right. Going once. Actually, I'll wait for Chris and Huff to get.
You there,
Sorry, I
Tegan?
forgot I was muted. Because I wanted to be respectful while talking to my stream.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, I'm okay. I'm good. I got all my stuff taken care of.
All right, Dom, are you good?
oh yeah, my
You good?
character is also very happy to have a chance to be playing with a type of weapon like this. Tee.
All right. So Huff, are you good?
I don't think she's back yet. So we'll give it a moment.
I have such a psychotic ideal with this sword. and I hope somebody
Alright,
has a
I'm back.
shield.
All right, Huff, are you
Alright, I
ready
have a
to
buckler.
leave?
Yep.
All right.
Huff's ready to leave, so on the way out,
So I will
I'd
ask.
just like to, Huff will turn around and very calmly and quietly, as usual, to the Wood Elven shopkeeper, just bow nicely and in Wood Elven say thank you before
Oh,
turning and leaving.
Wood Elf has just a bright smile and says no problem in her native language.
Hmm.
So I will ask this one last time. You guys
Uh-huh.
have everything you want before you leave the town.
Yes.
I wanna make double with a Sprite.
All right, we're leaving. I asked that
Yay.
question because there was a reason why, but everybody wants.
No,
We don't
I-
do potions. We're fine.
I
None
have
of
a
us picked up
legitimate
potions,
idea
did
that I
we?
kind of want to do, but
All right.
So the thing about my character is, ever since that night, and then seeing the type of secretary that the mayor had, my character kind of just wants to get out the town. That's the thing.
None of us picked up potions, did we?
Nope.
Nope,
No.
nope. I didn't care.
That is why I
believe them.
asked. That is why I asked multiple
potions are
times.
so
There's
expensive.
I have one gold.
Do you think any
I-
of us can afford potions? They're like
I
50
spent all
gold.
my money on that
I have
sword.
10 gold. I can't buy a potion.
As soon as I bought that sword, I already knew I was like, I'm gonna accept death with a gleeful smile.
As a group of us putting all our money together, we still couldn't afford a potion.
Even
It's
worse, probably a
fine.
discount.
Okay.
We probably had to do an
So,
IOU.
is it bad
Um,
that we've basically become the Dracardian version of the Suicide Squad?
Pretty
I'm
much.
gonna ask.
You mean you're
Yeah.
not
You
wrong.
saying that we're some kind of suicide squad?
I'm gonna
And
ask
that's the guy who
the
dies
stable
first.
boy, who is now apparently and apparently just bewildered by me and probably terrified of the large furry man behind me.
Yeah, he
Elfin
hasn't
Minotaur.
left like stables. He's back, kind of keeping back to it because he's very confused in why one of you has appeared and disappears, and then the other one is just yelling very aggressively, and
No,
then
he's
decides
whispering
to
aggressively
well,
now.
and then switch to whispering aggressively, and now sweeping the back of a wagon that he's pretty
Yeah.
sure is going to break any moment.
You call me fat.
Yes.
He's not
Oh.
that fat.
He's not. He's like 200 pounds.
Chunky.
So he's gonna walk up to the stable boy and, hey, I got a quick question for you.
Yeah. So what can I do for you?
First, that's a beautiful sounding dog you have there. But second, could you tell me if you've heard any rumors about the paper wizard that other people might not have heard of? Any like information that like you might have had as hearsay as well.
He's gonna smile and say, I normally charge people about this information, but you've provided me with a good amount of entertainment and very curiosity, so I will tell you. Tell me where the other one of you keeps going.
I'm
over
here.
Oh, my brother.
Yes.
He comes and goes as he pleases.
Okay, that explains a lot. I thought there was just one of you, and you were making fun of me by picking on. Okay, that makes all. Anyways.
I've been treating you with the most utmost respect. I promise.
Okay, yeah, that
And
I get.
don't have to do it. I don't have to do a session because that's actually true.
Yeah, no. He believes you now. Is okay. I thought you were picking with me. Okay, all right. No, so I will tell you. So there are 3 warlocks that can use paper magic. There's one middle one that's the most powerful one. They're the ones who usually attacks the carriage. The other 2, from what I've heard from scouts and everything, and I've been piecing together, the other 2 stay at their little base that they have up on the mountains. We have a what? That's what did I gotta say? A paper army, which is the weirdest thing I've ever heard of. But like
Yeah.
this army of paper moving around almost on its own that gives the illusion of multiple people. I've heard multiple merchants talk about that, and 3 scouts actually talk about that.
Have they ever attacked when it's been raining?
No, they don't attack when it rains. I have never heard them attacking when it's raining, which I would assume because of the paper,
Yeah, that's what I'm
but
thinking.
at the same time, like it's magic paper, so I would always thought it would be able to take out the water, but apparently, I just never heard them attack during the rain.
Hmm. I wonder if I cover myself in water and grapple one of them, it would work.
We
Know
could try
what?
being on them.
I would absolutely love to see you grapple a piece of paper with see if that works. But I will do it from here because I am not leaving.
Yeah, that's fair. I will tell you of the stories if I decide to do it.
Please do, because I really want to hear that.
And
You could grab the paper, and your brother could dump the water on you.
yeah, suplex it.
There you go. That'll be the good one.
Yeah.
The story of stories. Well, I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Happy to help it. Thank you for giving me entertainment and telling me about your brother and looks at the Minotaur and that one.
Yeah, he. I don't understand him as of yet, but we have a bond of some kind.
Manliness.
Oh,
I think it's a brotherly kind of thing, one that's
Brother.
formed once in. Take it. Don't say it before I can. One that's formed once in 1,000 centuries.
he'll smile and say, "Yeah, I put in some extra wheat or hay for you, and I also threw in some apples for your horses. So there you go. So you'll be good to go with that one."
Gunrush is gonna like chew on some of the
Cool.
hay.
Jesse likes apples.
That'd be good. And he'll
Oh
smile
no,
and
you
say, "Make
named
sure
the
you come
animal.
back."
Rest in peace, horse.
We have to keep it alive or it's gonna die first.
Oh, we have 2 horses, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
No, you got 3
Yeah.
horses.
Yeah, we have
So
yeah.
while you guys were gone, I actually will also etch names into all 3 horses.
Oh no.
So like whatever they have on their body. So like whether
Like
it be like
hooves?
no,
Like, what do you mean?
The
It's like,
But
into
yeah,
like
their
the
nails.
into
Just
like the
bridles and
leather
such.
into like the
Riding tap.
leather like bridling
Saddle.
and all that
Got
and
you.
the saddles.
I was gonna be so like, this is please
I
animals,
thought, it was,
creatures
I
and
thought you were gonna have
kindness.
to say that you cut them or something. Like, damn.
Oh, into like the leather.
I
Like,
gotcha.
Like a tree.
do you think I'm like a murderous hobo on horses?
Listen, he would not be
I was about to say.
creating. He would not be committing, such atrocities against bovine kind on my behalf.
It's a horse, not a bovine.
Shut up! It's close enough.
All right. Well, we will go ahead and call it with that. The party finally leaving
Leaving town. and
leaving
making
the
our way
town
journey.
and making their
Wait,
way.
before we go, can I at least like navigate us?
Well,
No.
no, my character would have showed you guys the maps and disclosed everything that we learned from the mayor
Yeah,
Yeah.
as we were going out.
we'll pick where you
Okay.
guys
Probably
go the
seen
next
enough.
time
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
because I know
Okay.
Lucy wants to leave at 11:30. It is 1 minute
yeah.
past.
Guess I had to go to work early.
So, everybody, I hope y'all enjoyed. We will be picking this up again on this coming Saturday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We will be doing this every Saturday going forward. If you have missed the session or want to rewatch, we will be posting this up on our YouTube on
Oh, yeah?
Wednesdays at probably about 5 p.m. Eastern Time. That's
I
try to
have
do
a-
end stuff. Yes.
I have a quick thing before we go. A 1, 2, 3. Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to
to
you. Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to
to
you.
Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday,
dear
dear.
Mayor.
Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to
to
you.
you.
Happy
Happy birthday, boss.
Happy birthday to you.
It's so
Thank you,
cursed. Let's go.
Roderick.
Happy
Yes,
birthday,
happy
Uncle
birthday,
John!
manager.
Thank y'all. It was the best birthday I could hope for.
Yes, but to have more fun and more good times.
Yeah, I agree. Thank y'all so
Don't worry, I'll be
much.
under your desk later for your birthday present.
All right, works for me.
All right, it's a good time for me to finish up and end here.
Mhm.
Y'all have an amazing night. I'll see y'all again on Saturday. See you, Fingar, later.
You too.
Yes,
You thought it
thank
was
you again.
Fengar, but it was me. Dio.
See all these nuts.
Anyway,